Well, there's nobody in here yet. So, just playing around, a little bored. I was talking to Dale at 9 Acre Family Farms, and he said he might hop on here in a bit. If I don't know who all is going to show up here, and there may not be anybody show up. Who knows? We just got back from the in-laws eating dinner. There is 0 watching. There's quite a bit of lives right now going on, so I'm not too I'm not too concerned. But if maybe we can get a few people in here watching, that'd be pretty neat. It looks like there's one. Someone's seen it. It's Nana. Oh, hey Lisa. Is Dale coming up? Are you coming up? Well, how about Nana from 9 Acres come up and let's chat? Is that a no-go, Nana? From 9 Acres? Dale is. I am just hanging out on the couch. Nina gets off work at midnight, and the kids no link. I sent it to his email. Hang on, I will take a picture of it and text it to you. Okay. There it is. If you, hey, Simply Jan's in here. How's it going, Jan? Liked your video the other day. Hey, Mitchell just got home from Arkansas a few hours ago. Well, I naturally want to ask what was going on in Arkansas, but I understand if you don't want to say. Oh, there's Deli Poo.
What are you doing?
Hey, I heard Lisa say Deli Poo. What's going on, Dale?
Oh, living the dream or surviving a nightmare. We ain't decided which yet.
Well, a dream and a nightmare are technically the same thing.
Guys don't dream. We only have nightmares.
I can honestly say I have never remembered one dream.
Me neither.
My wife says I'm crazy. What's up, Raquel?
What's up?
So, hey, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
I was over in Wendy's live while I was sitting there waiting on dinner to get done at my in-laws, and I was in there as hashtag Last Chance Cook Off, and I said hello, Chris, and like she stopped. She stopped in the chat. I bet she was confused because I don't know if she knows about it yet. I thought it was pretty funny.
When I was in Wendy's live, she was on the phone with someone about the baby.
Yeah, so I came in there.
Daughter-in-law, or
yeah, I came in there after that. So before that, I was there at the beginning, and then while I was waiting on I was waiting on dinner, so I had to go. I was jumping in and out. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I figured you would have said something
Hi,
when you seen
Jan.
it. So for what new videos you got coming out this week, Dale?
New video for me?
Hmm.
Well, I had a devotional that just dropped.
I seen that. I got to I started it, and then I started the Robinson Belly Acres Last Chance Cook-Off video, and then I talked to you on the phone, and I was like, shoot, I'm just gonna go live.
Yeah, and the Robertson one, it made me hungry.
Yeah.
So Nana's trying to fix supper because we haven't had supper yet.
Oh yeah.
And so Nana is going to have her first ever real time video this week, not a short, coming out Thursday for September.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about that earlier about her video.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
She's been in quite a few of your videos. I've watched almost every video you have, Dale. She's been in quite a few videos.
But for some reason, when she tried filming one a couple weeks ago by herself on her own channel, and she had the tripod set up. She had her phone or camera all set up there, and she chickened out.
Oh yeah.
That hasn't happened once. It's happened like more than once, like a few times. She gets really nervous and anxious about doing it herself.
So
now, if I'm in it,
that's what I was going to say. Nina is the exact same way. It's like pulling teeth to get her just to start it by yourself. And I've told her, you don't even have to talk. We can do a voiceover afterwards.
Like, just do it. The only way you can get over that anxiety is you just have to start. Just make the first one. You got to have bloopers to laugh at years later.
Yeah, and what's a lot of people have that social anxiety. Like, you're a lot like I am. Like, I honestly just do not care if you do not like my content. I'm doing stuff to make me feel better because I'm having fun doing it the way that I'm doing it. And that's not to say that I'm not willing to change some things around for people that like certain things a certain way. But like when people, I'm sure you probably have got the same kind of emails, Chris and Jan, of people just bashing something that you're doing, especially on repairing videos. There's always, a master internet technician that knows more than, but doesn't have anything on his channel. It's like, well, calm down there, keyboard warrior.
Hold on. Let me let you film something you do, and you worry about the camera and the right shot, and having the right voice. Hi, hello there, Goodwin, honey.
Hey, Goodwin, honey. Yeah, and a lot of people don't take that into consideration, and I didn't take it into consideration when I first started YouTube. But I didn't comment on bad things on people's videos either. But at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I got a whole different perspective, and that's what I say. I'm willing to change my mind on things, but at the same time, if I'm not happy with it, I'm not going to put it out.
Well, exactly. And for like me, so I was just watching one of my channels I always love to watch. Hi, Andel.
Hey, do you have Chris's number?
Do I have Chris's number? I don't know.
Well, if she wanted to, she could come up, but I don't have her number, so I can't send her the deal.
Let me look.
Hey, Andale. I agree, Mitchell. Just have fun. That's right. That's the name of the game. And I have made some people mad.
I have her email though, and I finally got your email.
Oh, you can send it there. If she wants to come up, she can. I've learned my lesson the hard way on just posting it on in the chat of everybody can come up. And no offense to anybody that's in the chat, because I would let anybody in the chat come up. But if someone comes in that I would prefer not to be, they can always click on the link.
Yep.
And nothing against anybody. I just,
I'd always been warned about it, and then I was in Raquel's live one night on our game show, and it turned out okay because the guy was a good dude, but she would look down in the basement. It was just like a grill with just a hand. That's it. And I'm like, I don't know. Is it I would do that?
So there was a live that I was in. I'm not going to say the channel's names, but I was in there and we were having a healthy debate. And it was nothing political or anything like that. It was more science stuff. And it kind of got, I wouldn't say heated. Raquel was there. And a guy came in, and that's exactly what happened. There was a blanket StreamYard link out, and it bit him in the rear when he did it.
Really?
Yeah,
that guy did turn out being really nice. He was really a cool dude by the time that it was done. Really nice guy. Got some cool content. It's like Possum Outdoors or something like that. But he's from like the Boot Hill in Missouri and does a lot of fishing and big channel cat fishing.
That's going to be my next year's goal. More fishing. My grandpa, when I was a kid, my grandpa was a professional fisherman for most of my childhood, and so
really,
we grew up like Jimmy Houston and all them. My grandpa lived just right down the road from Jimmy Houston.
Really,
and him and I and my grandpa we'd go out fishing all the time. Anyway, my goal is more fishing next year.
That's kind of, Lisa and I said that this year, and then we got really busy with this thing called a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we haven't been going.
You and I have talked about this privately on the phone, but I think I'm going to try to do more content and less lives.
Me too. And then here we said on a random pop-up live.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true.
My problem is I like the interaction of a live with like the wonderful people you got over here in the chat. I'm into that interaction. The problem is I wish I had good service where I go fishing, because I would go live while I'm fishing. That's what a lot of those big fishing channels do,
Yeah, well,
no birthday live tomorrow. You were all excited about the birthday live,
right? And there's pretty good reception around our lakes. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I can try to do maybe some lives that way. But I think I really want to buckle down on my content. Like, I downloaded TubeBuddy recently. You and I talked about that too. And there are quite a few places where I can improve that. And I think improving that would help my content a lot. I mean, it's just...
I think you have to... So for me, I travel like a lot of people. I know Mitchell knows this because him and I have conversations all the time, but I travel for my job. And so a lot of the time that I'm in a vehicle, I spend listening to podcasts like of video creators like Tim Schmoyer, and he talks about how you improve your channel. So I think you almost become a student of YouTube.
Yeah.
Like the more that you can,
retain.
Improve. Yep.
Well, yeah, retain and improve. And another thing, so I don't know if you know this, but I do have a podcast. I don't talk about it much because I don't do much on it. How's it going,
No,
Chris?
why don't you talk about it?
I don't know. It's on Spotify. It's on quite a few.
I had no idea.
What's
Well,
the name of it?
I'm not telling you that. That's a private, because there's some things on there that I don't like to talk about on my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, I can understand that.
So, yeah. So there's some.
Hi, Heather.
Hey, Heather. So, Chris, how are you doing tonight?
I just have to leave it at that.
Oh,
My daughter's getting married in 13 days.
Yeah.
how
Exciting.
many more plans do you have? I mean, you said it. Your daughter's getting married.
Yeah, at my parents' house on our farm.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes,
it goes back to that.
yeah.
I will say, okay, and you guys can all use this against me. But my daughter, when she got married, my daughter's best friend went up to my daughter and said, Aubrey, you're not the bridezilla. Your dad is the bridezilla.
Nice.
Because everything had to be perfect. I was freaking out.
That's the one thing I can say. This is not the first marriage in the family. Thank goodness. She is the second daughter in the family to get married, and she's doing pretty good. I expected this one to be the huge $100,000 wedding, and I'm like, thank God, she just wants tacos.
Well, that's good.
Dad's house from pork that I raised. I mean, like, this is the best. She's awesome.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so the worst of today was me tearing apart my laser machine because I had a fan disintegrate inside and had to learn how to open the whole thing up and clean it. And so there'll be a video sometime this next week.
Cool. Morning, Blue.
Morning, Blue.
Hey, Blue.
So I had something similar happen yesterday, Chris. So we had our Founders Day in our town that we live in, or close to anyway. And my wife calls me. I'm in the middle of the float driving down the road with kids all on the trailer. And she's like, hey, the refrigerator's not cooling. Okay. Well, what do you want me to do about it? I'm driving the kids in the float. And she's like, well, when are you going to be home? Well, 20 minutes, maybe. I don't know. I'll be there. So I get there. The fan on the ice maker is out. The fan on the freezer portion of it's out. And the fan on the because it's the 5-door Samsung. There's 3 fans out is what I'm getting at. It's like,
and they all blew out at the same time. I was looking for my fan. I don't know what I did with it. I was actually going to take a picture of it and send it to the manufacturer and say, okay, there's no way to clean this unless you take apart the machine. And if you take apart the machine, it gets rid of your warranty. And luckily my warranty expired. So I'm like, take the thing apart. Let's see this.
Take the thing apart. Yeah.
So I did.
You know, that's one thing that Dell and I've actually had a pretty in-depth conversation about is, owning a farm is one of those things where you have to almost learn to fix stuff or you're going to go broke.
Absolutely.
It's so you can't be afraid to go get in there and, tear something apart. Learn how to use a voltmeter.
Absolutely. Well, and the company said it'd be $1,000 to send it back and get it fixed. And I said, nope.
Plus, how long would it be down?
Right.
Well, and that's my thing is my business. That's what I run off of. So, yeah. So it took 3 days to get an external fan until I can figure out which fan to buy to put back in it. And we just disconnected and I was down for 3 days. And that's it, which is awesome. And it was only because I got delayed with Amazon delivering my fan order.
Yeah.
But it showed up and I'm like, yes.
So my neighbors had a similar problem. They own a dairy. They called me one day because they know I'm a maintenance guy and I'm an electrician, industrial electrician. So he called me. He's like, hey, you think there's any way you can come down here? None of my machines will work. So I go down there and I open up the cabinet, and the PLC's just got a light flashing on it. And I was like, well, let me run up to the house and grab one of my laptops. So I hooked up to it, and there was no program in it. So I was like, well, Tony, there's no program. There's nothing I can really do. I said, unless I can get the program from the manufacturer, unless you have a backup copy. He's like, well, I don't have a backup copy. He said, the last time they did this, it cost me $12,000 to get back up and running. And I was like, well, let me send an email. So I got the information from him, and I had it in 20 minutes, and I had it pushed back to his PLC, and he was up and running within 30 minutes. And
That's
he's
awesome.
like, how much do I owe you? I was like, just don't worry about it. It only took me like 30, 45 minutes tops. And he's like, that's when he told me, he's like, dude, this is like a $12,000 fix. I was like, no, it wasn't. It was a free 99 fix because I'm your neighbor. And he's like, so a couple months go by, and not thinking about it, he calls me. He's like, hey, your steers are ready. I'm like, steers are ready? What are you talking about? And he's like, just bring trailer down here, and we'll load them up. I get down there, and he had one process steer and one live steer he told me to take. And I'm like, Tony, I didn't do anything for this. And he's like, you came out here, you got me running within an hour. I still made my delivery and everything. I was like, dude, just don't worry about it. He's like, all right, you're taking it. There's nothing you can do about it. I was like, okay.
All right. That's how life should be for people. It should be barters and trades and thank yous. And what are you eating? Share with us, please. Oh. Is it chicken nuggies? Are you eating
chicken nuggies and duck bait?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. No, so I look at things and I'm just like, that's how life should be. You know, when a friend calls me up and says, hey, can you help with this? Absolutely. And let's figure this out. So, yeah. So I was actually thrilled. And there was one of the bolts in there that was stripped that poor Larry, I couldn't get it undone. And it was itty bitty. It was all the way from the back, and he got it all fixed for me. So I was like, yes, thank goodness he was able to do that. So, yeah. So things are good. Like I said, I'm just getting ready for a wedding now. So we'll get there.
I just read Blue's comment too.
See?
Is this better?
Right. This time of evening, there's always someone doing some sort of eating on a live.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
This is my sad, you guys. Larry got me a Dr. Pepper, and I already drank it all the way done. It was my Dr. Pepper for the day. I'm like, ah. So that's my only bad, you guys. But yeah, life is good. I'm telling you, we're settling back in after being at the fair. We were there for 5 days. So all is well. Thank you, Dark Lord. They're sorry that I don't have any more Dr. Pepper for the night.
So my wife is
Larry, go get her a Dr. Pepper. What are you waiting on? Hurry.
He just came home with this one and I slurped it down. I was like, I'm so thirsty. Gone. I was like, I've been in here all day. So I turned into
Brenda.
a
I know I didn't get to say hi to you. Hi, Dark Lord.
Brenda's throwing out the new channel there.
Yeah,
Thanks,
look
Brenda.
at that new channel.
Yeah. So if anyone hasn't heard, there is a Last Chance Cook-Off channel. It is not owned by one person. It is a group of people
Awesome.
that are doing it. That way, not one person's getting all of it, because all of us put this thing together, you know, so it's everybody. Right now, if you see Last Chance Cook-Off in the chat somewhere, it's either or Tony, Dale, or myself for right now. And then once we get all of the stuff added, like there's going to be quite a few. Pretty well everybody that was involved with the Last Chance Cook-Off is going to have access to it. Maybe not to the same level that Dale, Tony, and I will, but still, you can still get on there and do things.
Awesome.
Sorry, you got to go find food. Sorry.
And
you really want to get hungry?
Yeah,
I was going to say, you really want to get hungry? Watch the videos from today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or watch them all.
I'm loading my bonus video right now. That's what I was actually working on. So
Get it
getting that
done.
loaded. You know, it's so funny. We were filming it, and Berlin was helping me, and he set up the little camera in the kitchen, and I have no head. The whole
No
cooking.
way.
I have no head. Through the intro and the end, I do, but through the I was like, I'm headless, so we had to do some creative recipe art to have the recipe go on the screen because I'm headless.
So
But it is what it is.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited as soon as there's a spare spot for my other one to go in.
Mhm.
I watched one of the videos, and I'm not going to say who it was, but they did some really creative stuff, and I was like, I'm going to try it and see how well it turned out. And Dale and Tony's seen it. I don't know their honest opinion. I don't know. I just sent them the link, and but it's a brisket and Pike's roast.
Nice. Excellent.
And such an overlooked cut of meat when it comes to that.
Mhm.
Because of Pike's Peak, if you go to the grocery store and you're buying roast, Pike's Peak's like one of the cheapest roasts you can buy.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's just
as far as beef roast goes.
Yeah, it's just a discarded piece of meat. Generally, they usually grind it. But whenever you have your own steer processed, it's a whole lot easier. And the brisket that I did was from a Jersey, so it wasn't as big as a normal big 20-pound brisket. It was only, I think, 7 pounds. I wish I would have did 2 of them though, because that thing tasted so good.
I'm looking for the link. I can't. Oh, I found one. To put in my video so that because I did solar oven.
Yeah, I've been waiting to see that one.
So we made a Tuscan style pork in the solar oven. So that's going to be really tasty, you guys. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I have to go back and look at the calendar and double check. But Wednesday, I think, is the drop off on that. So it's loading right now. But I'm so excited, you guys. I've loved every single recipe I've seen on the Last Chance Cook-Off. I am just beyond.
I'm telling you.
So,
and then you were asking me about my video. I guess our Last Chance Cook-Off video drops next Sunday.
Nice. Yep. Nice. And are you going to share with us what you cooked?
You have to hide and watch.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll have to wait, you guys.
I can tell you that most all the ingredients come from the farm. I could almost put it in as Homestead Meals 2022, part of another collaboration we did. So
awesome.
So I've started getting my garden ready. Off topic. Sorry about that, but I'm switching it up a little bit. So what do you guys do? What do you guys do to prepare for your garden for the next year? What is just
for the next year or for the next season?
For the next season.
Okay. So right now we will be harvesting everything because our temperature dropped to about 40 degrees last night. Remember, even though I'm Arizona, I'm not really Arizona. I'm mountains, cold. Yeah. So our temperature dropped down. We had frost at the window this morning. I made Larry take me to breakfast at like 6:30 this morning, and there was frost on the window. On the windshield. So what we'll do is probably in the next week, we're going to get pretty close down in temperature, and we'll go ahead and harvest anything else we have in the garden that needs to be harvested. I'll drop some cages and covers over what I don't want, like our garlic. I don't want dealt with. And we let the goats in. And I let them eat everything they possibly can inside my garden area. And then that takes about a week. And then I will start planting again. So we'll have turnips go in. We'll have all of our greens go back in again and go from there. So, yep. So that's this next season.
So Dale, what do you do to prepare for the next gardening So Dale, what do you do to prepare for the next gardening season? Hit mute, my bad.
Anyway, no, it was so for us, yeah, we're kind of the same way. We start cleaning all the coops out and we mix that mulch into our raised bed gardens or on the garden to set over winter. And then from that point on, we put it in our compost pile to compost down to feed again in the spring. And the chickens being loose, like I watched someone else's video where they turned their chickens loose. Yeah, they pretty much took care of the garden for us. Like I had heads of cabbage like this big, just getting ready to get ready to harvest. And I'm like, tomorrow I'm cutting one of those and we're going to have fried cabbage with bacon, whatever Devil Dog called that, haluskia or whatever. That's what we were going to have. I come home from work and the chickens ate them all. Ate them all. We didn't get any of it.
Gone.
They're all going in a pot. I'm going to start making a whole lot more chicken and dumplings.
So what we do typically is I turn chickens out inside of where my garden is. So actually, Dale, I sent Dale a picture of. So I have this hoop house makeshift thing. So what I did, I took a trampoline and it got blown into some trees, and I split it in half, and I put top rail from a chain link fence and made a makeshift greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I did that this year, we didn't do a garden because it just didn't have time to set one up. But with the rising cost of produce and stuff next year, I'm not going to have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
But I turned it into a chicken coop this year. And there's nothing in there. So now we have some of that poultry netting. I can't think of the brand name of it, but it's the one everybody uses on
The
YouTube.
one that's the electric fence one?
Yeah, I can't think of what it's called.
Premier
One, yeah. And I'll put that around so it's like 80 something feet by 40, pretty much 40 feet outside of the greenhouse. And that's where I do my outside garden. And I'm going to put the chickens there to start getting it all worked up.
Nice.
Because I have, when the county comes in and they trim tree line the power lines, they take all that mulch and they'll just dump it wherever you want. So I have them dump a load or two here every year.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I plant, then I'll put that stuff down because it's supposed to be 101 degrees tomorrow. So
it was ridiculously hot here today.
Yeah, so.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to go look at my weather channel, please. One moment, please. It was so beautiful
By
today.
the way, I want to go backwards while she's looking that up. Brenda at Redbird Farm, your video does not stink. I seen a link. She sent me an early link to that.
Stinks.
It was a good video. Put it out. Be proud of it.
Doesn't stink at all because, like I said, my next video I'm headless, so we'll just leave it at that.
So what's it gonna be, Chris? What's your weather gonna be?
Tuesday, 73 beautiful degrees. Yeah, and 40% chance of rain. So
I'm gonna pull you down if you start talking about rain.
She's gonna send you to the basement.
There it is, you guys. 70 degrees on Wednesday. That's my high. So my temperature's starting to drop, you guys. It says that the low tonight's 47. It goes up a little bit and then it'll head down again. I do have a high of 80 next Monday, a week from tomorrow. So it is going to warm back up for a few, but it'll go back down again. But like I said, we're 5,000 feet above sea level. So we get snow pretty early and it doesn't stick. It just snows. And then it's mud and fun and, Yeah,
but it's moisture. You need moisture.
We need moisture. And we've had twice as much rain this year as our average. So I can grow mushrooms that are not edible because there are no edible mushrooms in Arizona. I have mushrooms growing
Wait,
in my
wait.
garden.
Fun fact. What?
What?
There's no
No
edible
edible.
mushrooms in Arizona?
Nope.
You guys don't have
Because we
morels?
really don't even have them. We have, yeah, I'm jealous when you guys all go mushroom hunting up there. I have friends that are videoing, and I'm like, just send me some. Like, I have,
So
there's none.
So you need to plan a trip to this area in early spring before it gets too hot and it's the rainy season. So
Right? So I can eat mushrooms. They're my
we get them by
favorite.
5-gallon bucket loads,
See? That's what
and then we deep fry them suckers. It'll
see?
make you. No, I'm not gonna say
Now
it.
I'm jealous, and no, we don't have any edible mushrooms in Arizona at all. They are all poisonous.
What's up, Belt Loop?
Yep,
So
that's Belt Loop.
it is Belt Loop. I see Belt Loop in there.
Nothing better than fresh crappie fillets
And
and
morels.
morel mushrooms.
We don't have crappies here either. It's
I'd
kind of
move from there.
I know.
I'd pack up and I'd be gone.
No, you
So-
guys, you know what? Berlin actually won a fishing lure on White Shoulder on their
Yeah.
giveaway. And he's so excited because I've never really gotten a chance to take the kids fishing. We go kayaking and things like that because we have some beautiful lakes. But he asked me the other day, can we go get my fishing license? And I'm like, yes, I get to go fishing. I'm so
There you go.
excited. So we have lots of trout in our area. I mean, that's the big one. And they do stock most of our lakes because our lakes are actually reservoirs here in our area. So we don't have that, little 10 feet like some places in Missouri and Arkansas have. We have, big reservoirs, and I have 4 within an hour drive of us that we can go fishing at. So I'm excited, you guys. So that's going to
Go
be a
fishing.
fun. I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to take Berlin. We're going to go head out and see if he can catch anything. He has no patience though. So we'll see how long that lasts. Like I could sit there all day and read a book and, in the shade and do my thing, but he'll be like, I'm done now. Or he'll have his earbuds in and watch YouTube while we're sitting there. So that might be what we're doing. But you guys,
Catfishing then. Because
Right?
he's
Well, he was-
catfishing, he could be doing that. And then
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
So-
he was excited to win that fishing lure. So we're gonna go ahead and head on out and do that. So
So do
Okay,
you
I
guys see?
in here, but I saw her in your living room a minute ago.
Yeah.
So she's watching this live from the chair next to you.
who, Nana?
Yeah. Hi, Nana.
Hey. So did you guys see Lisa, or not? I said Lisa because she just turned it. Brenda's comment: morels deep fried in liquid butter and garlic. Salt them after.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Brenda, you're making me want morels. So, do you guys have the big beefcake morels and the regular morels, Dale?
Beefsteaks.
Yeah, the beefsteaks are a lot bigger. I seen one that was like 18 inches big one time.
Some people up here call them red mushrooms.
Yeah, red morels. Yeah,
Or I grew up, they were called beef hearts.
we call them
Oh.
beefsteaks.
Beefsteak.
See, and
beef
we can get dried morels at our grocery store, so I can get those. We can't get anything fresh ever when it comes to that. But I did see those in my produce department when we were picking up our September ingredients that
There
didn't
you
come out of our farm.
go.
So I did see them, and I'm like, but that's not going to fit for my soup. So I'll have to go back and get some next week to do some fun things with. But
Morels and steak.
Gary's cracking me up. Like he said, I have morals too. At least I think I do. My mama and daddy raised me right. Morels.
morels. Morels. Way to say it.
I like steak too. I used to tell my husband
I used to tell my husband, don't come home until you find 250 so I can freeze them up.
so
Needs 5-gallon buckets worth.
yeah, we would. So, I don't know how many we got this year, but the year before, maybe it was 2 years ago, Me and the kids went out and we had 3 5-gallon buckets. We had to bring them back to the truck and dump them in Walmart sacks and went right back out. And they sell for, like, you can put them on Facebook Marketplace and you can make a fortune off of morels.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, with green onions chopped up in them after you cook them. Oh man, Brenda, you can't be talking about this. You're making me hungry.
I'm totally jealous of you guys. Like I said, you guys can just walk outside and
take them,
What?
slice them, put them on your smoker, baste in olive oil with Parmesan and garlic on top of them.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
They are amazing.
So what about fish gill mushrooms? Do you get those, Chris?
No, we don't have anything that we can eat mushroom wise.
Do you get those in Kansas, Dale?
Never even heard
Oh
of them.
man. So
That's an open
they grow on the north side of a tree the same time morels grow. And if you you cut them off the tree, and they have to be a certain mushroom, otherwise they're not edible. It won't kill you, but it'll sure make you hurt.
He's talking about some ways to get back at people right now.
Ask him how he knows.
Yeah,
my cousin, he got him good. So he brings these home. Huh?
Sorry, we had Juice Redneck just came in. Hello.
Hi. Shalom.
Oh, I see it now. But so my cousin he eats a whole mess of these mushrooms and then comes up to my grandpa's house. When I was probably 13 or 14 years old. Grandpa opens up this bag and he looks at him. He said, "Boy, you didn't eat these, did you?" And I just like, "I didn't. Chris did." And he's like, "Oh, this is bad." So they came out as quick as they went in. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, not a good sign for them. Not a good sign.
So my grandpa made sure that we knew which ones it was after that, and they're really good. I actually like them better than I do morels, but nice. I can't eat store-bought mushrooms though.
Okay, so morels. I'm sitting here talking about morels, and I love morels, but they're the exact same way. About 5 years ago, all of a sudden, I've ate morels my whole life. All of a sudden, I've got one bad allergic reaction to morels. Like, it comes out for like the rest of the night till I blow all the blood vessels in my eyes and around them.
That's awful.
Oh, it's just horrible. And of course, I always want to try, and I always relive that again.
See, you guys, like I said, bacon makes everything better. Actually, we do have some plants here that we can eat. I mean, dandelions are a big thing that grow here. I actually have 3 prickly pear cactuses in my back field that the goats haven't gotten to that are covered in fruit. So I'm going to be harvesting those in the nenext couple days.
You got to make some prickly pear jam.
I'm thinking so. Or I may just because you have to torch them because they've got thorns on them. But I may torch them up and just throw them in a bag in the freezer. So we do have that. You can eat a lot of the different cactus leaves depending on the different plants. And our cactuses are a little bit different because we don't have like the big saguaros that are down in the desert because we're not desert. We're that high altitude valley desert stuff. But there's a lot of those kind of things that we can do. And then I've got just some wild plants that grow. I'm trying to think about some of the things that.
So, have you guys ever taken a wild corn dog? They grow around ponds. I can't think of the name of them. I got one of the kids. Cattails. I got one of the kids to bite into them, but that's not where I was going. You can actually pull them out of the ground, and the white part of the cattail is actually edible. The root.
I've never had that before.
Yeah.
See? But we've got like lamb's quarter plant grows natural here. Stinging nettle. Not that you really want to touch or eat that without processing because that'll give you a little bit of a bite on their skin. I'm trying to think. There's one plant that I have that's in my yard that for some reason the goats don't eat, and we can throw it in our salads and stuff, and it's a superfood. I'm trying to think what it's called.
Really?
Yeah. Now I gotta look it up here. Let's see if I can find it. It's
So, while you're looking that up, Chris,
Yeah.
have you guys seen that? Now, I don't know if there's much truth in this. I just read an article and I was wanting people's input. So, dandelions are good for your heart,
Yes.
right? So,
Dandelions are amazing because you can eat every part of a dandelion.
Okay, see, now it's just blowing my mind that everybody talks about eating dandelions.
Yes.
Dandelions are like the evil thing here. Everyone sprays every bit of them.
so,
You know
so
what?
that's
And
where I
dandelion
was going.
roots, leaves, and the flowers you can eat.
Yeah.
And we actually do eat them. They sell dandelions at my grocery store for us in the produce department.
So,
But you can
I
get
was
the
that,
dandelion roots. Yeah.
that's where I was going with it. So, do you
Yeah.
know the company that makes this? The not necessarily the Roundup. I'm just using them as an example, so don't say Roundup. I'm just saying the company that makes
Right.
the chemical to spray around them also owns a heart and something company. Seems a little suspicious. I'd have to
Wait,
bring you the
sure.
article. But there's a lot of
Hmm.
those natural herbs that are seems a little suspicious that
Mhm.
that everybody knows about it, but then you're trained to think that it's a bad thing. Dandelions are a bad thing when they're not.
Jan's asking me if I have jewelweed or goldenrod. I have seen goldenrod. It grows a little bit further down towards the desert. Remember, you have to think plants with no water where we're at because we get all of our precipitation for the most part in the summertime. So, yeah, kind of crazy, but we do have goldenrod, and I can grow it by seed, and I have before. But we don't have jewelweed that I know of here.
Hi, Andrew, Rob.
Hello.
Did I miss somebody?
Andrew,
There
Rob
Yep.
I don't
from
even
New
see
Zealand.
I don't even see the comment.
Up. Go up. It's about 10 or so above. Yeah, roses. You can do rosebuds and that too.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Hello.
Forget about rosebuds.
Hello.
And
But
I know
elderberries do grow here in Arizona.
oh yeah,
So we actually have some elderberry bushes that we just got started this year. Oh, for dandelions, you can eat as long as the leaves are young, they're not sour, and you can throw them in salads. And they're really good for you. As for the flowers, you pick them before they go into the seed. All the kids like to blow the dandelions away. When they're still yellow, you can actually preserve those. We dry them and then we throw them into jellies and jams. They make a dandelion syrup, and it's really tasty.
And then
And
with
then
the
the-
roots,
Mhm.
yeah. I was gonna
You
say
can-
you make tea with
We
roots,
make tea, or
you can
you can dehydrate them and grind them and put them into pills too. The
Yep.
little pill containers for the dandelion roots. I mix those with other greens and take those when I need a boost.
God. Raquel says she could bail her goldenrod. She has so much of it.
I wish I had something to bail. I haven't had any rain since April.
So, my mom actually sold all of her calf crop 2 months early because she's clear out of water and grass and worried about having enough hay for her cow herd to make it through the winter.
So the unfortunate thing with the cattle where it is, so last year up north was in a terrible drought, right? So they liquidated a ton of cattle. So now this year the south is in a pretty
I'll be
severe
right
drought.
back, you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
The south is in a pretty severe drought, so everybody's liquidating cattle. You have to, or you don't have enough pasture, and the feed's too expensive to supplement with feed. But if you can hold on to them in the spring, there is no way the cattle aren't over $250 a pound. Because there's
I'm telling you, I talked to my mom today, and she was all worried about it before the sale. You know, she's like, it's 2 months early. They're way too, smaller than usual. She was all worried about, her payment check,
Yeah.
And I asked her today, I said, so how was it? And she goes, amazing. Because they're super high here still. Hey,
Yeah,
that's great, Andrew. You planted a bunch of fruit trees.
I didn't mean to take that down yet. Yeah, but so cattle about a month and a half ago here were at that $2.11 a pound. Because I do watch the cattle markets pretty regularly. Hey guys, hang on just 2 seconds, okay?
He ran away. See?
Hey, gone.
He's gone. You got full control, Dale. You got this.
I think it's dance party time. No.
Right?
But you don't have any cattle, right, Chris? You just got goats and...
I have a steer at the processor right now.
You do?
Actually, my dad picked up a steer at the fair last weekend. He did buy a steer from one of the 4-H kids. So we've got 1,100 on the hoof pounds coming. So
he'll be heading to the processor pretty soon too.
What? No, it's already there. Already there. They picked it up from the fair on Monday, along with all the other critters. So yeah, we had fresh turkey today. My dad smoked a turkey this morning that was from our last year's turkeys to clear out some freezer space because we're a little bit full right now, and we've got some steer coming in. So he did pick up, I think it was 1,100 and some odd pounds. It was one of the 4-H kids. So
have you tried freeze drying meat yet? Beef and everything?
Absolutely. Yeah, we do a lot of that. As a matter of fact, chicken is the big one that we do. If I can get chicken on sale at the grocery store where it's boneless, skinless chicken breasts, I'll buy it in 40-pound boxes because that's, how they ship in. And we throw that through a big roaster oven, and I'll slice it up and throw that through the freeze dryer. And we have bags of chicken that's freeze dried. We started out doing that about 5 or 6 years ago when we first got our freeze dryer for Berlin because he was having a hard time learning how to cook with his autism, and it just wasn't working out for him. But he could use the Keurig machine, so he could heat up water, and he would throw chicken in the hot water coming out of the Keurig, and he would make himself a chicken taco for breakfast.
That's cool.
Because he's on a high protein diet. He can't have sugary cereals and things like that with his autism. It affects everything. So every morning we would freeze dry whole black beans that were cooked, as well as chicken, and he would just take his spoonfuls and make enough for a taco or two. And that was his breakfast every morning. We're a weird family. What can I say?
That's cool.
All day long.
But that's how it
yeah, no, it's how it started. So everything was already pre-cooked. That's how I freeze dry. I don't like to freeze dry raw. I cook it so it's usable right out of the bag. And so he can make whatever he wanted out of that chicken, but it was always chicken tacos with black beans.
Because that's what he likes.
That's what he likes.
I'd eat it.
And that's the meal he can make. He's 16 years old, and that is his signature dish, is tacos. So when it's his night to cook, we know we're getting tacos for dinner. Tacos with hot sauce, you guys. Lots of hot sauce. So, hey,
good evening,
Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda. Sorry about that. The kids came and told me good night.
Oh. Well, by the way, I was supposed to tell you all night from Nana.
Night? Is she already gone?
She gone.
Oh.
She's gone.
I mean, literally, it's 20 foot that way.
Oh. She can probably still hear us. Yes. So,
I had a little gnat land on my screen. Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
Probably some sort of fruit that's in your kitchen. That's
Could
what we
be.
always have.
So, there's someone else that came in just now. Holy.
Oh, Sheena. Hi,
Sheena. Yeah.
Sheena.
Hello, Sheena.
Hello.
Yeah, so I get to harvest tomatoes tomorrow, you guys. And I looked out there in the garden and everything started wilting because of the cold starting. So we're going to pull all the red tomatoes tomorrow and then the green tomatoes in a couple days.
So that's what
Thanks,
we
Andrew.
were. That's what we were talking about a second ago. Gardening, and then we get sidetracked. I don't know how that happened. So,
no idea how that happened.
But so that's so next year So Chris, in your area, how much of an increase have you noticed on produce and just overall in the last year and a half?
To be honest with you, I haven't because we grow most of our own.
Exactly, I have.
I figure, I have seen it with other things. The extras that we get. I normally, when I do shop the grocery store, I shop the outside of the grocery store. I don't shop the aisles. So I stick with my produce, my meats, because the way it's set up, my cheeses and, dairy, and go in through the deli. That's on the opposite side. So that's how I shop for the most part. I mean, I'll order other things like spaghetti sauce and things like that if I don't have any of my own. But for me, I don't really see too much of a change. I'm actually down one mouth in my house since last year. And so I'm kind of evened out, but our average grocery, like we don't shop in the summertime hardly at all. I think we do like $100 a month in the summertime, if that. And all my milk is from either here or I have a girlfriend with a dairy farm. So that's how I do mostly everything. We make a lot of our own cheeses. Oh, did you hear that? I just had a sale on the
You just had a
I love
sale.
it to hear I got it. Something went for sale. I get cha-chings when I sell something. So no, I haven't seen a lot of increase because I don't buy a lot at this time of year. In the winter time, it'll be a little bit different because I can't grow quite as much because we have a lot more weather. But we're still working on things from 2 or 3 years ago that we freeze dried or we canned or processed. So, to give you an idea, in our household, I have 2 big deep freezers at my house. My parents have 3 at their house, and that's what we cover most of our meat with. I have 2 refrigerators, and they have 2 refrigerators, and we're all on one big property. So it's just a matter of going back and forth between the properties. And like right now, we've got 50 meat birds coming at the end of this month that we're getting ready to start raising out. We do our quail. We've got 2 meat pigs right now, plus all of our coonies. And coonies are a red meat pig, so it's a different type of meat. And then so we've got our steer coming too. So, and we're just finishing off the last steer we had from a couple years ago, but we also have 2 big meat pigs in the freezer at my parents' house right now. So for us, I don't do a lot of meat shopping unless I can find some super deals just to fill in some empty spots in my freezer.
It's kind of like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's shop smarter versus, and like I said, we don't do any processed for the most part. I mean, every once in a while I'll pick up some mac and cheese for the kids or whatever, just as a quick thing. But I buy bulk on sale. We do 50-pound bags of flour at a time, and then I fill gallon-sized jars with it and put those, or half-gallon-sized jars, and I have stacks of those. So I just grab the oldest ones, and you just go from there. I also buy wheat seed and grind my own when I want to. So, I mean, like I said, I buy smarter, rather than the process.
Well, and that's like, so.
Hey, Dale, hang on just 2 seconds. So Mennonite Farmhouse just came in here, Leanne. Leanne does have a collaboration going on. Hope nobody forgets about it. If any of the moderators are in here wants to drop links to it, we would greatly appreciate it. So everybody can go check out Leanne's over at Mennonite Farmhouse's videos. Continue, Dale. If anyone else has one,
timber. Oh,
yeah. So if anyone else has any knows of any collaborations, be sure and throw them in the comments, because any those people that work, I didn't realize how hard people worked on those collaborations
Not
until
until we started running one, huh?
yeah, that
It
was
is
a little bit more than
work.
I was. Yeah, a little bit more than I thought it was.
Fall into sourdough. That's another one going on from the fermented homestead, and we took
Yeah.
part in. You know,
Yeah, that's
And
one I
there's a-
didn't get involved in this time. I wanted to, but I didn't get a chance to get involved. I've been crazy busy.
So
go ahead.
no, I was going to ask you what you were talking about before I rudely interrupted you.
It's just so how broad our community is worldwide. Andrew's over here talking about that his tomato plants are like an inch tall in their garden and
Yeah.
everything, and they're just planting. So their springs just now happened in there in New
Mhm.
Zealand. So they're out
Mhm.
and they're planting. They're where we were, 4 months ago when we were all excited because of all this new growth. And I think that's so awesome
Nice.
of how we're connected to all of them.
Yeah, I'm excited about this September one. Leanne says she's in another monthly club, Shelf Stable Pantry collaboration, which is awesome. And then Redbird
Mhm.
dropped the September playlist. I have all of my ingredients, whether it's out of my garden or from the grocery store, because I had to supplement some of them. But I'm so excited. I get to film that tomorrow. I told Larry, I said, you better get home from work early and I need loaves of bread because we are eating soup. And it's the first for this season. I'm a soup-aholic. Like, I love soup. So this collaboration has been awesome.
So my curious question is,
Mhm.
have you always been a soupaholic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess that blows my theory out the window because I, up until the last few years, was not a fan of soup. I had kind of chalked it up to my age. All of a sudden, I started liking soup, but I can't get enough of it.
I have always been a soupaholic. I love, especially when the kids were little, because remember when my boys came into my household, I already had a 4 and 6 year old. So then I had 2 4-year-olds and 2 6-year-olds at the same time. So I had this little crew, and those were my youngest at the time, as well as 3 older kids. And so for me, it made it so easy because I could throw on a pot of soup and let it simmer all day and make a couple loaves of bread or buy a couple loaves of bread, depending on what the day looked like. And then not only did I have it for dinner that night, but I had it as a mom for lunch the next couple of days when I didn't have to worry about making lunch and that with all these little bodies running around. For those that don't know, I have 5 biological children and 3 adopted children through foster care, and they are all the same age. So I have 4 in high school right now, to give you an idea.
Oh, bless you.
So
I'll pray.
Yeah.
I pray for you daily.
So I started doing this about, let's see, Berlin is 16. So 14 years ago is when I really got into making soups at least twice a week, because I was able to send that home with send work to Larry. I was able to have, some for myself for the next couple days. And it was just a super easy meal as a mom. And so I really got into it and started researching what to do. And then we got our freeze dryer 6 years ago. So then all the soup started. I doubled my soup recipes and half of it would go through the freeze dryer. And then Larry had lunches he just had to add hot water to at work, and everything shelf stable. So it all just kind of came in a big roundabout. But I have been a soup nut since I was a kid. My dad makes the best chili ever. And so it was all the time.
Chili's my kind of soup. Meat on top of meat on top of meat. Yeah.
Absolutely. And no beans in that. What are you talking about?
You gotta have a little vegetable.
No, there's tomatoes in it. You're good.
Tomato. That's about it.
I would almost rather have beans than tomato.
Really?
That's
the base though. Chili is a tomato base with chilies in it.
I'm not a huge tomato like ketchup. I cannot just eat ketchup. I don't know how anyone can dip their fries in ketchup. My wife was sitting beside me the other night when we were eating dinner, and she had ketchup, and she was dipping her chicken in it, and it started making me nauseous. Like,
No, I'm a ranch dressing girl when it comes to that. Fries, pizza, chicken, ranch dressing.
See, I'm the weird guy. If I eat fries, I don't want ketchup to dip them in. I want mayonnaise, Miracle Whip.
Oh,
well,
interesting.
so that's big in Germany. That's they use mayo for French fries.
Interesting. See, I don't know that I could do that. Well, I have a fun soup memory to share with you guys. So once a month when the kids were little, we did stone soup. And I don't know if you guys know the story of stone soup, where everybody comes together and they bring one item. Well, when we got our fire, we have a fireplace that's a wood stove, but it's actually it has 2 burners on the top as well. So we would put the big pot on top of the fireplace in the wintertime and did this once a month when we were using the fireplace, and all the kids would go through and find a jar of something they wanted in the soup. And so we would just dump it all together, and we did this once a month as a family thing, and made some of the best soups out of the weirdest ingredients. But it could be anything. Yeah. It could be canned chicken, it could be corn, it could be whatever it is that they found that day for it. And so we did that every single month when the kids were growing up, when they were little. And as a matter of fact, Rowan had asked me the other day, can we do stone soup for the Souptober video? And I said, no, I actually have to have a regular recipe, but we'll definitely be doing a video coming up, because even as teenagers, they still want to do the stone soup.
Was there a book story about stone soup?
There is.
Because I think I remember that now that you describe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's it's a little kid story. I want to say it's like 1st or 2nd grade. It's little, easy reading. And it's all about how all these animals, they didn't have anything to eat as individuals, but they all brought an item, and they actually put a stone. That was the very first thing that they put in their pot, along with water. And then they started adding their ingredients in. And then
I actually remember that. That's been a long time ago. I'm an old guy. I'm not as old as Gary Beltloop, but I'm an old guy.
So it's a really cool story. So anybody with little kids or grandkids in here, that is an awesome storybook to read too about stone soup.
Yeah.
Gary makes soup with potato chips. I don't know if I could do that one.
So I like, my favorite chili is elk chili, but not. I don't like ground meat in my chili. I like cubed, like 1x1 square cubes.
Okay.
Not chili.
Yeah, it is. And then
That's
you take
stew.
It's not. It's chili. And then you take pork belly and you cut it the same way. But you kind of you brown it and get and then you throw those chunks in there and let it kind of savor all that bacony goodness into that, because that's where bacon comes from. If anyone was curious, is pork belly, and it'll make your babies be born naked.
It will. Will it put your hair on? Will it put hair on your toes too?
I guarantee it.
My daddy used to always tell me when it was something that like I didn't want to try. He's always like, you need to eat that. That'll put hair on your toes like a real man.
We always tell the kids, I'll put hair on your chest.
Yeah.
And one of my daughters looked at me one day and she's like, I don't want hair on my chest like Dad. And I'm like, all right, whatever, you're eating it anyway.
Yeah.
I guess I missed the bot. Or talking about a bot.
You missed a bot?
Who's not watching chat?
I am watching chat. We're all watching chat. I've been clicking on them and popping them up, unless I was talking, but I have not seen a bot. There's not a bot on the StreamYard part. I'm not on my main computer, so I can't see the YouTube.
On. I'll go look and see.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's nothing popping up on StreamYard, guys.
Oh, Redbird says she reported it. She took Mennonite Farm took care of it. Mennonite Farm.
Good job.
And I didn't even see it either. You guys, they were so
It
fast.
never popped up over here. I went and looked back.
I just got done doing. I did not put it on subscriber mode because I was I just popped up. I didn't even I went on here and hit live, and then I sent Dale a link, and then
Nice.
Dale sent it to Chris. I wasn't planning on doing a live. It just kind of happened.
Great job, blue people. Thank you, mods. We love you.
Yes.
Thank you, mods.
I don't see very. So I know Mennonite Farmhouse is a mod.
Redbird.
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 And I think I'm not on my normal deal, so I can't see it without going over to. And then you two are both moderators on here, but I'm not on my main computers.
And say that's all the blues I see.
Leanne said, "Don't worry. That's why she loves."
Oh, it's
mods.
Simply
She
Jan.
loves-
No,
She
Simply
loves-
Jan, that's right.
Yep.
But I haven't
She
seen
loves
Jan.
playing Whack-A-Troll. Whack-A-Bot.
You guys are so cool.
So what
I was
is
still looking for the name of that silly plant for you guys. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it'll come to me later.
So I got a question. So whenever you think of it's comfort food, what is your number one comfort food that you guys it's a go-to? Like if you are just feeling blah and you want some good comfort food, what is it?
I'll tell you what mine is. Steak fajitas every day of the week.
Dale?
Oh, fried pork chops, mashed potatoes, white gravy, and corn. And you got to make the mashed potatoes into a silo, fill it with corn, cover the whole plate with white gravy.
Nice.
Mine's a ham sandwich.
Just a ham sandwich? Nice.
Just a ham sandwich.
Oh, it's purslane. See,
Oh.
I just had to look. Purslane grows wild here,
Meat
and
broth?
that is.
Bone
I didn't even
broth?
see it on a list.
What,
That
what,
is the plant.
so is her answer like bone broth and meat broth? Is that what her favorite comfort food is? I'm just curious. Yeah. Interesting. That's more of a drink, isn't it?
See, and my girls will sit and drink that. Whether it's homemade or like a boxed one, because I keep boxes, they will drink. That's a comfort food for some of my girls, especially Grace and my youngest, because she had lung problems when she was little, when we first got her in the household. So she had lots of phlegm and coughing and stuff. So she would drink bone broth and it would make her nice and warm and feel better. So yeah, I could totally see that.
It says in the name, Gary, I can read. I was just, it was an honest, because keto, you can eat meat with keto. I've done keto before. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't criticizing her for, that's what she wants. I mean, mine's a ham sandwich of all things, really. If anyone wants to critique, it would be people me and mine. But ham sandwiches
Josh.
Tony Kettle Kitchen's in here.
Hello, Tony. Hello.
Hamburger steak with gravy and mashed potatoes. That's Miss Andale's. Yes.
The brown gravy, though, Andale?
Really? See, brown gravy works for like when you do a mushroom stock and you can do the mushrooms and onions and then brown gravy and put that on top of pork chops. So yummy. But white gravy is what I like to eat on. Well, I eat like white
chicken
gravy.
Chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak. Exactly.
Chicken fried steak's white gravy. Everything else is brown gravy.
Yes.
No.
Because I don't eat white gravy for biscuits and gravy. I make my mom's homemade gravy, and it's not really it's probably more of a white gravy. So my mom, I don't know, Dale. I think I've told Dale, but my mom she did. She was a chef, and she went and studied in Italy and France and
Nice.
whatnot. So my mom could cook. That's why I got this wonderful figure that I got. You know.
I understand. Me too.
Hey! I found out something tonight when I watched Robertson Belly Acres video. I am not obese.
You're fluffy.
I am preparing to be cooked because shrinkage happens when you get cooked.
I love Janet at Homestead where you are says pork, beans, and kielbasa, fried potatoes, and corn. That is a comfort food. That is definitely a comfort food. And see, and I would replace the kielbasa with a bratwurst, like a
Never
slice it up.
That's exactly right, Leanne. That's my statement. Never trust a skinny cook ever.
No, because they don't know what they're doing. They're not using enough butter.
So how do you make it?
I am very curious on how she makes that low carb cream gravy because
Well, I guess you could do it with like
is-
almond flour.
Yeah. Yeah, Sheena, I'm dying to know what kind of flour you use in that because that's a whisk with butter. Then you add your milk in.
So, but yeah, I was just curious.
Plump enough for the aliens to eat us.
Yeah,
Dark
boiled
Lords.
eggs
Awesome.
and sausage gravy. I was with you until you said boiled eggs. I can eat boiled eggs. I can eat sausage gravy, but not together. I'm weird though. I don't like stuff touching on my plate.
oh, you're one of those.
One of those. See, I married one of those, and then the first year that Larry and I were married, I made all casseroles.
So
That's all I got was all everything was mixed together.
So
my
I don't
friend that
mind.
lives- go ahead.
I don't mind certain things touching, but like I love corn. I love chicken fried steak with gravy on it, but I don't like my corn juice touching my chicken fried steak. It ruins the flavor of the chicken fried steak.
All right, she's saying she doesn't use
God
flour.
bless.
Do you see that? She's boiling down heavy cream.
And actually, I have made a gravy using heavy whipping cream,
Mhm.
and it was very good. It was.
Watch my Wednesday video. We use heavy cream in the
Throw
sauce
in
for the
Beef or
Tuscany.
chicken stock.
Goodbye, Andrew. Blessings to you also.
Bye.
There's just certain things I just don't like touching. It's a pet peeve. So like if we eat dinner and my wife makes corn, green beans, I will go get a bowl and I will put my corn and green beans in. I don't like it to touch my stuff.
You know what Mitchell needs? I need to find him one of those little kid divider plates.
The divider plate.
Yes.
I would use it. I don't mind. Like we buy those throwaway foamies, for big family gatherings. I pick them out because I don't like my stuff touching, or I don't like.
I gotta totally go to Walmart now and see if they have any of the summer stuff on sale because they have those divider plates for little kids. I gotta get him one.
My
the big
my
lunchroom
friend that
ones.
lives down in Arizona. He was here visiting like a week ago.
Yeah.
We went out to eat for dinner because we hadn't seen each other for years. And the waitress brings the plate. He warned them before why he's ordering. He's like, if my food touches, I will not eat it. It come back and the fries were against the sandwich he got. He would not eat that whole side of that sandwich or the fries touching it. I'm like, dude, it's all going to the same place.
Right?
It does matter.
Leanne says Tupperware party trays is what you need, Mitchell. A Tupperware party tray. One of those
speaking of
trays.
So Leanne's video that she just did for the Last Chance Cook-Off, she had this basket.
That's what I said.
I want to know where the heck she got it at.
There's an affiliate link in her description. Go get one.
Does it say?
Hold on, I'm looking
If
because
there is
I saw the basket too. I was like, oh.
I guarantee you, being Leanne, there's an affiliate link in there somewhere.
Hold on, I'm totally going there now. I'm looking.
Thanksgiving, Dad has 2 plates. So, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's what I do too. I'm with them.
Do you see her? Rhonda says, "This is my daughter uses a divider tray." Yep. She's gonna give them all bad habits. See?
And I'm the guy that would go to Thanksgiving in the
Peter
line,
North.
and I just pile it on top of everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's certain things I
Pack
will.
it. Man, it's
Certain-
food.
He has her
Second to
grill
Jesus,
basket.
son. The more you want it, yeah.
And the other thing another object that I seen in the cook-off deal was that Lodge grill. I'm telling you what, I'm gonna own one of those by the end of the month. It was
How about the Red Dragon?
Yeah.
The deal that fires up the charcoal?
Oh, I have one of those, but
Oh, you have one. Here we go again.
That's old
Mitchell's
news.
got one. Oh, that's old news. I got one of them.
no, but there I have seen several things on here. I'm like, where the heck did they get that at? That's awesome.
Well, that was me with the rotisserie. I'm like, I don't even own
Oh, I have
a round type grill, but now I got to have one so I can have a rotisserie.
So I have
There is the link, her affiliate link.
and
to
it's
the
on there.
basket, to the grilling basket. Yes.
I'm gonna
Go
highlight
get you
that
one.
and save
That
Everyone,
is
go
on
get
her
one of those.
video. It is in her description.
it. Well, I can't
My
highlight
chair
it.
is
It makes me
flat.
want to
I have
show
to
it.
buy a new chair, you guys. It started out really tall, and now as the video, as we're sitting, I'm starting to get lower and lower. I need a new chair in here, obviously. I have to sit differently so I can sit up. Oh, it's horrible.
Sausage, cheese, and hash browns. So
Rotisserie's on sale.
Belt
Oh,
Loop says breakfast can be mixed, not anything else.
no,
You
I would agree with that because I put Tabasco on just about everything for breakfast. And don't shake your head at me. I like hot
Who
stuff.
eats Tabasco on it?
Eggs,
You
hash
need- you
browns,
need real
biscuits, and
hot
gravy.
sauce.
Oh, I know. I like real hot sauce too, but I like the Tabasco is like more of a pepper. It's actually called a peppered hot sauce.
Yeah, actually, Tabasco does have a distinct flavor
it does.
that I do crave.
Yeah, on everything.
Not on everything.
Salad.
You know what though? Berlin eats hot sauce and everything.
Mhm.
And
So-
it will be anywhere from like a spicy, ghost pepper sauce, and then he'll sometimes just do like a Frank's Red Hot, like the wing sauce. He'll put that on all meat. He spices everything up that way. And for Christmas this last year, my sister and her husband bought him like hot sauces from around the world, and it was like 12 different ones. So he had one a month. He's already eaten them all. September. It's September.
The funniest story, you got to hear this. So at Christmas last year, my mother thought she would give a gag gift. And she made up this deal with a jar of just like $4 jar of jelly that she bought from somewhere. And she was like, put this faux gift certificate in there that's like, you received a Jelly of the Month gift. My son-in-law got the gift in the whole white elephant. Oh no, he's held her to it every month. He stops in where she works and he's like,
my jelly of the month?
Granny, I need my jelly. It's the first of the month. So she's had to come up with a jelly the first of every month for him.
Dale, Brenda says rotisseries are on sale at Walmart right now.
So I actually I have a smoker out of 1,000-gallon
I'll have
propane
to
tank.
look into that.
Nice.
And I have 4 racks in it. So whenever they're flat, when the door opens up, it goes all the way across, and then you can hit a button and it'll rotate and bring the next side up, and then just keeps rotating. I built it for $38.
No way.
Yeah.
I love it.
The controller that I have, I bought it on automationdirect.com, and it controls the fan motor for the smoker that I have on it.
Mhm.
So I can control my heat that way, and it also controls the 110 stepper motor I have for
Nice.
the chain drive.
Awesome.
That is cheap. She said it's
See-
$38 at Walmart. That
That
is
is-
cheap.
That is really cheap. Sheena's saying she uses Frank's because it's got clean ingredients. Absolutely. They're one of the best hot sauces that you can use. We add things to our Frank's when we're making like our hot wings and stuff. I'll add extra butter and do that kind of stuff into it too. But then we do a lot of our own butters as well. Oh, and Leanne says her air fryer has a rotisserie built in.
I don't have an air fryer.
You need an
Air fryers. Oh yeah.
Do you know what I made the other night? I took cauliflower and sprayed it with a little bit of oil and Frank's hot sauce and stirred it up, and I threw it through my air fryer, and then I pulled it back out and put some more hot sauce, Frank's wing sauce on it, and that was a side dish, and my kids went gaga over it and ate every last piece of cauliflower because it was spicy and air fried and so yummy. So I'll definitely be doing that again.
So, question: when you guys buy barbecue sauce, do you buy more of like a sweet barbecue sauce, more of a vinegary style barbecue sauce, or just more of a ketchup style barbecue sauce?
I make my own.
But if you, I know, but so what category would it fall in?
It's more vinegary, is how mine is. It's a tangy. I do a tangy sauce.
There's only one sauce that my family and my house, when we do barbecue sauce, will do, and that's KC Masterpiece. That's it.
Oh, you like the more of a sweet ketchupy. I'm with Chris. I like the barbecue sauce that we buy is Head Country barbecue sauce. It's made here in Oklahoma, and it's more of a vinegar style barbecue.
Vinegar don't have no place with barbecue.
Oh, you be quiet up there.
No place with barbecue.
Sweet Baby Ray's. That is the one that we do buy if I do buy it instead of make it. That's what. There's a couple Sweet Baby Ray fans in the.
I like that's the one I buy, and then like the seasoning I buy. So I ordered Dano's barbecue sauce, not barbecue sauce, but seasoning, and that's just one of the things I want to try is Dano's because I have never tried Dano's, but everybody talks about Dano's. Hey, Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Hey, Mitchell. How are you?
So,
well, you are a stranger from another land.
Me? I'm finally
Yes.
back in the land of the living. I'm home from the fair. I'm caught up on orders. My laser machine is back up and running. It has been an amazing day, and we're counting down. We've got 13 days till the wedding.
Wow. That's 13 days of spending time with us, right?
Hope so.
So Leanne says, I'm not from the South. You're right. I might sound like I'm from the South, not as much as Gary does, but no, I do not believe in vinegar in my barbecue.
Chris has internet. You're absolutely right. I am, and you guys.
You don't believe in vinegar and what?
Barbecue. It has no place in barbecue.
New phone that may not overheat, you guys.
Ooh, look at you.
I'm cooking with gas now.
Well, and it's getting cooler, as you mentioned earlier. So Tony, I'll ask you the same question. Barbecue sauce, more of a sweet barbecue sauce, vinegar barbecue sauce, or more of a ketchup style barbecue sauce?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I am more of actually a mix. No, I'm not a white sauce person. I'll eat white sauce, but it's not my go-to. I like actually, and it's going to sound funny because it puts me into two different worlds, we'll say. I like ketchup and a sweet barbecue sauce kind of mix. But I also like the vinegar too.
And Dale, honey, you're the sweetest thing in the South, but we can agree to disagree.
What did you do to piss Dale off?
I didn't. She said
barbecue sauce.
She said we cannot be friends anymore because I don't like vinegar with my barbecue.
Oh, 12 Stones just come in. How's it going? So if we missed you guys, if you guys, only way to kill it, I agree 100%, Andale. You got to have that vinegary barbecue sauce.
No.
So I will honestly, my honest opinion.
Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. The world's best barbecue sauce ever put out, and I'm not going to repeat what it is, has all three in there. Has has ketchup and has vinegar in it too.
That's questionable if it's the best one in the world. But nonetheless,
my palate thinks it's the best in the world.
Well,
you're from where you're at, and it doesn't matter because I'm a Northern Yankee who doesn't listen to you. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
But
so
Byron's with me. Vinegar does not go in barbecue sauce.
So I do not use like my my brisket and that pike roast that I smoked. We do not use barbecue sauce on the meat when we eat it. And my take on that is if
Rhonda,
you have to
she knows sauce, what she's talking about.
Exactly.
The meat isn't cooked well. So that's just my take.
The only time I need barbecue sauce is if it's subpar barbecue.
Ooh, I want Sheena to make.
No, see, I disagree.
Mayonnaise. She makes homemade mayonnaise.
Is easy.
No, but
I got to show that.
She's keto, and she does. I mean, there's no sugar in the way she eats, and she's very clean eating when it comes to that. I would love to see a video from Sheena on how to make that homemade mayonnaise that she does too.
So I do use brown sugar when I cook meat if my wife and my kids are eating. But if they're not eating, I like stuff hot. And if I make it where I eat it, my kids and my wife can't eat it. So I have to compromise and make sweet barbecue because my kids and my wife like sweet barbecue. So if you make sweet barbecue, and I think this is kind of along the lines of Andale probably too, because I cook a lot like they do because a lot of the smoking and meat competitions that I've done, I've cooked against people from the way southeast. They cook a lot of the way that I do. And then you put that vinegary style barbecue sauce on it, and it kind of offsets that vinegary taste.
What are you eating?
Me?
Oh
no!
I'm sorry. How rude of me!
How rude of you!
It wasn't bothering me. I just ate
cookie bars, chocolate chip cookie bars.
Okay, now the basement. Yep,
that was all.
Cookies.
Oh, here, look at that. Look at that.
Would you stop that? You know I'm not eating any carbs right now.
It wasn't towards you. It wasn't towards you, Chris. Honest.
It's towards Dale.
It's towards Dale.
Next question I have for everybody up here.
Hold on. We're not done with the barbecue thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're done.
Oh no, we're not. Because comments in the chat are saying, and Dale even said himself, sub barbecue or sub tasting meat or cooked meat is why you would use it. I disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. Hold on, I didn't say I needed help in this. I got this myself. Thank you. I do think because I personally don't typically use barbecue sauce unless I'm doing barbecue wings or something of the like, in all honesty. I will marinate, I will glaze, I will do whatever, but I am not soaking my meat inside of it. And I think that it adds a flavor to it, not always for the reason that it's subpar meat. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I will agree to disagree. Because if the
And
meat
that's fine.
is, but it's like a steak. Everybody, I don't like a ton of stuff on my steak, like N1, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my kind
No.
of steak. I like very
I am
minimal.
not even going there. I'm letting that one go by.
Yeah, you should.
No, not you. Please continue. Had nothing to do with you. Please continue.
Oh, I see it now. So to the next question.
Here's really what I'm getting to, because it's like, I agree with you. Steak should not have anything on it, in all honesty. There are some people that actually use ketchup, hear me out on this, as nothing more than they like the flavor. That doesn't mean I'm not saying you have to like it, but to criticize it for something that people might use it, I think is unfair. I do.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
You
I'll
know-
give you that.
Doesn't mean you have to
my
eat it.
thing with steak, you
I'm
guys,
telling
is
you, if you're that addicted to ketchup that you have to eat ketchup with a medium rare prime rib seasoned correctly, you need to go get some help.
Cook
Now,
cook to
see,
perfection.
Cook to
I like-
perfection.
I like.
Now, wait
to
a
put
second. This is
finishing
from a
butter
guy
on
that can't
steak.
eat potatoes, so don't even start with me.
Who can't eat potatoes?
Who doesn't eat potato?
Oh,
You don't
Dale.
like potatoes?
Eh,
Somebody I
Crispy
know.
or mashed. Nothing in between whatsoever.
See, I like a good baked potato, but again, no, I do. I will actually put finishing butter on my cooked steak.
So there was a couple people that came in. Radio Jonesy came in.
I love that. That's great.
Peter North. I seen someone else. CFM Queen.
CFM's
Hello.
Queen. Hello.
Yeah. There was another
Oh.
one.
There, now we've
Oh,
got a.
now we
there's-
finally see
Yeah.
we got
Oh.
another bot.
A couple bots. I can't take care of them.
Got it.
I can't do
Somebody else has
anything
already got
myself.
it before
Thank
I
you.
did.
Thanks, guys, for taking care of that.
Yes,
The
You know
first
what's-
time they didn't pop up there.
They never popped up in StreamYard chat at all.
Well, other than now.
Yeah, they did. I'm looking at one.
Yeah.
No, the first time
Yeah, the first
when
time they
everybody
didn't.
said that there was bots, they never were over here. We never seen them.
Oh, you've been getting nailed this evening? Is that what the
Yeah.
problem is here?
Here.
Hey. So next question.
Get 'em all.
I wasn't going there, Mitchell. Thank
I
you.
I know, but I avoided it altogether.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Um,
Go ahead. Finish.
Spaghetti sauce. What canned spaghetti sauce, homemade spaghetti sauce, and what kind of spaghetti sauce? Like
Homemade.
like meat, cheese, or like what style of spaghetti sauce, and what kind of meat do you use in your spaghetti?
Okay. I don't like meatballs. I don't like having to cut into a meatball while I'm eating. I'm very funny about that. So I do a meat sauce with ground, but a lot of times I'll use a ground sausage instead of a ground beef. Or we actually do ground turkey a lot in ours because we raised a whole bunch of turkeys and I had a bunch of the meat ground up. So we do that a lot, but I prefer homemade if I'm making my spaghetti sauce, which I can my own. But if I'm out of that, I do pick up some of the Simply without. There's a couple different brands that do the Simply style that have no extra sugar and that it's straight tomatoes. That's what I do myself. But we eat ground chicken in our
Excuse me.
spaghetti too, you guys. So it's just kind of depends on what meat I have on hand.
So
Why is Dale giving you the stink eye,
I know.
Chris?
Dale,
Did she just say ground chicken?
Yes. You've never done? Do you eat ground chicken at all? Do you make?
Oh,
like,
what is wrong
anything
with it?
ground chicken?
Nothing really. I've just never heard of it on spaghetti.
Well, but you don't really know if you cook it up the ground meat just like you would ground beef.
Oh, yeah.
and just add your spaghetti sauce in it. It's just a meat base is all
So,
it is to it. So
we are actually weird because we use our own pork country sausage, crumbled, fried, and then prefer a mushroom sauce to put in with that, along with sliced button mushrooms. And then that is served, in a warm pot along with your noodles. So you can put as much meat sauce on there as you want or not at all. Because
that would
our youngest
be
son, he does not like noodles. He does not like pasta. He'll just eat just the sauce. That's it.
Yeah, I have Spaghetti the kid that lives at my house. Grayson would eat that for every meal if she could. She is a spaghetti monster.
Tony?
Homemade pizza sauce, homemade spaghetti sauce by choice. Not to say I run out and have to use store-bought, but it's not in a metal can that I'm getting it from.
And what flavor?
To me, for us, it's usually roasted garlic and herb or for cheese, because that's what my kids will eat because they don't like the garlic taste. So
really, that's interesting.
Yeah, they don't like that.
My preference is the chunky.
I've got very picky kids, so.
Gotcha.
But I do have another question that goes along with that. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you did yours already. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I didn't. So I like homemade sauce that my mom learned how to make when she was in Italy.
That's
but
cool.
It takes 6.5 hours to cook it. And it's more of a it's more of a meat and cheese mixture sauce. By everything that I've looked at, it's kind of a mixture of them both. And I like Italian sausage in it.
Excellent.
That's good.
Angel hair, not angel hair pasta, but that's a different recipe. It's the string
linguine.
No, it's not. It's not actually a noodle. It's a fruit or vegetable out of the garden.
The spaghetti squash style.
Yeah, spaghetti squash as the noodles. That is, I mean.
Do you make that?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Mitchell?
Yeah.
Or is it just your mom who makes that?
Well, my mom passed away 5 years ago.
Okay.
So
you have to recreate what she was making.
Yeah. So my mom taught us how to cook when we were really little, because when my mom got home, she did not want to cook. So we all learned how to cook. That's why all of my kids, I make them cook. And it's not just because I don't want to do it. It's because I want them to. That's a life skill I think everybody needs to have, is Absolutely. To know how to cook and take care of themselves. So,
yep.
Absolutely. I learned at a very young age how to cook, and I have a cousin who is 15 years younger or so than I am, and she burns water. Like,
that's how my wife is.
She can't. And so I looked at her and I thought, I never want my kids to be like this. So my kids are in the kitchen. That is our family area. So, and it always has been, always will be, that's where we all gather, whether it's at my parents' house or here at my house. We're always around the bar, in the kitchen, on the counters, and everybody's always helping and talking and laughing and doing part of whatever we're cooking. And so we started out very early with the kids, and it's just continued on with that as well. So it definitely makes a great,
which what I'm hoping that we get in November from Noodle November is some people to teach people how to make pasta. Now that's Italian.
So I just want to hit on this comment
with that statement right there.
I do too. So
whoa,
I don't agree with you at all, and the reason why I don't agree with it, because it's the same everywhere around the world. The only choice is you have to go out and get the ingredients yourself or grow them, and that's how most of the
You're
people
talking about the comment below or a
Yeah.
comment that was said? That's
Oh,
what I'm
Which one?
confused on.
the comment that is up here.
The one below me?
Yeah, the one below you. Yeah. I disagree with it because like most of the food that we eat is grown within 5 miles of my house. And that's not to say we don't eat other food anywhere else, but it's the same way in Italy, it's the same way in Germany, it's the same way in every country. Because I've been to a lot of places, there is mass produced fruit and meat and everything everywhere in the world. You just have to, you have to, you have to find the stuff that you want to eat.
Josh just said I should really watch who I'm hanging out with.
Why?
CFM's Queen's got it right there. That's it right there.
I didn't see
Yes.
it.
Yes, slow cook the meatballs. If you do, yeah.
Homemade sauce, tomato puree, garlic, olive oil, onion, salt, pepper, basil, oregano. Then make meatballs, 2 parts veal, 1 part ground pork, eggs, salt, seasoned Italian breadcrumbs. That's the way you do it right there.
I'm good without the veal.
Come
You
on.
of all people. I am
Right, that's what I
never
was just
talk-
thinking too.
Yeah, I'm never talking to you again.
You know, there's a lot of, like, I raise goats, and if anyone else wants to raise goats and eat them, that's fine. I just do not. I can't eat them.
I'm almost positive we were talking about
Really?
veal, not
See-
goats.
Yeah, I know veal. I'm just saying veal.
But see, goat meat to me tastes a lot like lamb, so it doesn't do.
Goat is
for me.
cabrito.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
That's not veal.
I know. I'm not saying that it was veal.
Thank you,
I'm
Dale.
just saying.
I was
I'm
a
just
little
using. I was
confused.
using it as an example. There's a lot of meats that I prefer: beef, chicken, pork, and that's about it, guys.
Veal is just beef.
Right. Just a little more tender.
Yeah.
A little younger, but
Yeah,
A little more tender.
it is definitely
To
tender.
me, I view it like a suckling pig. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
it's
Sheena, the
insane.
only difference.
I don't know if I could do that either, though.
Lamb and mutton is the age. Lamb is
It's
before
nothing but the
3-year-old,
age.
and
Yeah.
and mutton
Yeah,
is
it
after
is.
a year old.
And if our friend Andrew was still in here, or Annie can tell you from Annette, they eat a lot of mutton.
Mhm.
So
Most
I
Americans, when they eat mutton, would
not
turn
even
their
realize
nose up to it.
it. Well, you
No,
probably
and it
wouldn't
doesn't
realize
taste really any
Yep.
different. It's all how you cook it.
it.
All how you cook it. But like I said, I raise both
Yeah.
the meat production pigs, and I also raise the coonies that are a red meat production pig. So it's they're very, very different meat, but yet they taste almost identical, being different colors. So it just kind of depends on the breed and what you're growing in that. But we do eat, when we have excess male dairy goats, we do eat those as well. And to me, goat tastes a lot like sheep. I mean, you're like, you have lamb chops and you have goat chops, and they're
and I
virtually
think
Minus the lanolin taste.
So it's not it's not necessarily this like the veal. It's more of an age, like the suckling pig. I never could do the suckling pig. Like, I worked on a hog farm. We had plenty of pigs that were
Right.
young age, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I don't know why. It's a mental block thing, I guess.
Hi, Cindy
and to
Brown. Hi,
me-
Rebecca.
I like what Peter North said. Burning water is an underrated cooking
It's an
skill.
underrated.
It
cooking
absolutely is, and I don't want my kids to learn that part.
So funny story about burning water. The kids were boiling their toothbrushes the other day. They boil them like once a week. It's just something that we do, to kill.
You boil
germs.
So
Yeah,
we
boil
just
them.
buy new ones
Right.
every month because they're
So-
like 99
Yes.
cents.
We
a
buy
piece.
them every month, but the kids. It's just the kids do it every week.
I don't know, I
Mitchell can't eat a
think
cute
brush-
animal.
That's all I know.
So,
See,
but anyway,
I'm
where I was
with-
going with
I'm
that,
with Cindy Brown. I'm with Cindy Brown. Mitchell can't eat the cute animals. That's what
That-
the
You
problem
can do
is.
rabbits either. Can you eat rabbits?
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
could eat
that is
fire
so
rabbits.
delicious.
Squirrel.
What about
Oh,
baby
yeah.
quail? Can you eat the little quails?
So I don't consider birds to be a cute animal.
Quail are only like 8
Oh,
weeks
that's
old when you eat them.
you know what, Mitchell? That's just foul to think that way.
That's
I knew we
Yeah.
needed a dad joke in here somewhere.
right. Exactly.
uh,
Cindy Brown says
Okay,
the
wait a
white one
second.
with the
Wait.
ugly red eyes.
Right.
Yeah,
But I gotta
red eye-
ask an
red eye
honest
New
question.
Zealand's. Okay.
Can we go back to the spaghetti, the pasta sauce question?
sure.
Do you prefer the pasta sauce to be mixed or take your pasta sauce and put it on the noodles?
On top.
On top.
Yeah, I don't
Yes,
like it mixed.
That's the way
I don't
am.
want it in like those people. I mean, I think that there's something. Someone treated them bad when they were children when they take the spaghetti and they dump all the sauce and mix it up. Who treated you bad as a
There's
child?
not enough sauce when you eat it that way.
That's
'Cause
right.
it kind of soaks
But
it all
see-
in, and then you
see-
start eating red noodles.
Right. Me and my daughter like it with the sauce on top, and then Patty and Isaiah like it all mixed up, and it's like
Yeah,
confusing.
but how do you
Sorry.
see your cheese when you have it on top, and how do you see your fresh herbs?
I gotta have a whole bunch of old people's stinky foot cheese. Parmesan.
Limburger.
I used to tell my kids, I'm like, you know how they got this? Because I didn't want them eating my Parmesan. I'm like, you know how they got this? They went to the old folks' home and they scraped it off the bottom of all the old people's feet.
You told them that so that you can have all the cheese.
I
to
told them
yourself.
that when they were little bitty.
Nasty.
man.
Uh,
Oh,
So-
that's hilarious.
Horrible.
I did have another question, but now you guys made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
I will say this. Sheena says,
Pancakes or French
said-
toast?
what?
French toast.
Sorry.
Because I'm using up eggs. I always have too many
Pancakes
eggs
or
in the
French
house.
toast?
So you know, I've told Dale and Tony. So me and my kids, we have a Christmas tradition. We make the candy all through the month, right?
Mhm.
Christmas morning, we get up, we open the presents, you know, and then me and the kids, while my wife sits here and relaxes because she's not a morning person, we go in the kitchen and we make French toast the way that my mom showed me how to make French toast with maple syrup. The maple syrup with it has a cinnamon stick inside. I love cinnamon. I am a sucker for
Yeah.
cinnamon.
Leanne says waffles.
Dale's shaking his head.
I like
Waffles.
cinnamon.
I didn't even think about waffles.
Waffles
I like
are just pancakes with abs.
That's funny.
Dale, what was that?
I do not like maple syrup.
I don't like so you know if you go to Walmart and you have the maple syrup they have at Walmart. So I don't like it. A friend of mine sends me maple syrup from Canada. He's a really good friend of mine. And he sends me about a gallon of it a year, and
Sorry.
it's primo.
I'm
the
laughing
smell.
at
I
I'm
can't do
laughing
the
at
smell
Cindy
of it.
Brown's
Josh?
statement.
Oh, Josh
And
said
Josh's
freedom
both,
toast.
yeah.
Freedom toast.
I don't even see Josh's comments.
Freedom,
Freedom toast, not French toast. It's an army thing. Not wrong.
I don't even see it in there. I seen Josh earlier, but that was it.
No, he's in there right now. Just a minute ago.
Cindy Brown is cracking me up. You guys are just passing it. It's hilarious.
That's bastardizing maple syrup. I don't hate everything you love to eat, Leanne.
Oh,
I just-
Leanne. Yeah.
Yeah, but
like,
Oh, you
So
guys
does-
are hilarious.
that maple syrup though, he makes it himself, and man, I tell you what,
apparently no one can be friends with you anymore, Dale. And Josh said I was hanging out with the
Nope.
wrong crowd tonight. So, like I said, just
Oh,
go back
so
to the whole thing.
Mitchell and
No, I
Devil
see that
Dog have
comment.
him blocked.
I see his comment now, but the other one didn't show up top.
It's there. I promise it's there. It's right above Cindy Brown's That's Bastardizing.
I seen that comment, but the one above that
Right above-
is
I'm with I'm with Janet. I think that's the best answer right there.
almost
It's a
deer
mood
season.
thing.
So I have Cindy Brown, That's Bastardizing maple syrup, and then it's almost deer season.
That's weird. I see Josh
That
in
is
between.
weird because I see Josh is right above that one.
See, and then earlier we didn't see the bot that came in.
Now, I will tell you earlier, the first time the bots attacked, we never seen it at all.
Yep.
Because
That's
we're
what
all
they all
watching
say.
chat. If you guys don't think that we're not watching chat, why would we be like interacting with you guys if we weren't watching chat?
Hey, did you see Cindy's question? Are you in live chat?
You know what? I'm not.
On
actually.
StreamYard, I don't really know. I assume
Oh.
it goes off of live chat, but
But
So-
I can see.
I don't know either, actually.
French toast. What kind of bread do you use?
Whatever I have on hand.
Thick or thin?
If you want,
Whatever. Sorry, Tony. I'm a smarty pants
No.
tonight.
sourdough.
brioche.
Texas toast. Look at Cindy Brown coming in.
Yep.
And Cindy's right, because when I can't get brioche, I go to Texas toast. That's
And
my
then
fault. back.
Annette's like Vegemite. Vegemite
What
on
is
butter.
Vegemite?
Oh no!
What is Vegemite?
Bleh, what is up with this Vegemite thing? I'm getting bleh.
It's an Aussie thing.
Bread is bread. LOL.
Vegemite.
So
Vegemite is like a yeast spread.
Yeah.
It just is not the
Oh.
same flavor. If we lived in Australia, you would love it, but because we don't
Look at-
have
Now,
look
it,
at-
I am 100% with her on hot buttery toast.
Mhm.
potato
Mhm.
bread. You know,
Potato bread's
yeah.
really
Oh,
good,
yeah.
actually.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's
Yep.
not good, but it's not French toast quality bread.
It is. Have you done
Yeah, I
it?
had.
Try it. Try it.
I was with her all the way through until she said potato bread.
Cindy, just ignore Mitchell. He's off on his, little thing he's got going on there. He's
I'm
fine.
just kidding. I was just giving her a hard time. She's been giving me a pretty hard time.
But look at 7 Layers, though. Did you see her response? Bread is bread. Her of all people telling us bread is bread. Really?
See, that's my thoughts. Sorry, guys.
Where are you at?
I don't either.
Well,
I don't know.
she's telling you not the truth, because she
Oh.
is sitting there making 21 different flavors. It's like Baskin Robbins for the bread companies, okay? And she says bread is bread.
When it comes to French toast, that's my attitude. Because we do a French toast bake too, where I'll just take whatever I have stale. It could be dinner rolls, it could be, and you kind of chop it up into little chunks, and you throw it into your crock pot, and you put a dozen eggs that you've mixed, and you dump those in, and you make it's a French toast bake. I don't know, have you guys ever eaten that?
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
you
It
can
sounds
add
like that
some
thing that
sausage.
guy Tony made on his live when he did
On his
breakfast.
live.
Wait a minute. Didn't Tony call Chris and say, "What can I do on my live? What's another?"
Yes.
And
Yes,
Chris
he
said,
did.
"Oh, this French
Yes,
toast
he
thing, because
did.
we do it all the time."
She threw you under the
Yep.
bus.
Oh no,
But-
I knew it. I was not taking credit for it like
So-
that.
No, but
it
we
was
totally
good.
do this for like
It was
holidays
good.
when I have all the kids that are going to be at the house, and I'll throw it in the oven, or I'll do it in I've got a couple different crock pots, and we'll do that overnight and put it on a low setting, and it bubbles and heats up and and you do sausage in it, and you can do whatever. Like we'll pick up, a maple syrup sausage where it's got the sweet in it. Just saying. And you mix it all in and cook that down. But Hawaiian rolls are awesome for that too. We'll do whatever bread we've got and kind of chop it up and throw it in there. And it just soaks up the egg, and then it makes this tasty, delicious,
So
scrumptious, yummy.
Rebecca's now asked that twice. What do you guys prefer
I just
for
seen
it.
toppings on waffles and pancakes and French toast?
The topping.
It depends on what I'm eating.
Butter,
So
Topping
so
butter.
hey,
syrup.
and butter.
so
Oh,
so you know the filling you put in an apple pie
Yes.
with a lot of
back
extra
off. Get out
cinnamon,
of my head.
and then you put that on the French toast or pancakes or waffles.
You mean apple pie filling?
Well, no, but I like
No.
it how I make it. I like it how I make it. And then you just put that stuff on there, and then you have a little bit of heaven in your mouth.
See, and
So
I'm a
I'll do you
weirdo.
one better. What I do with French toast is I use my caramel apple pie jam, sprinkle some powdered sugar over the top, and drizzle it with syrup. When I'm doing pancakes, I want raspberry jelly on top of it or jam.
Okay.
And then when I'm doing waffles, I want cut strawberries with the sauce and the whipped cream all over the top.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Dale? What do you do on yours? Because I'm a
Butter.
weirdo. Uh-huh.
Butter.
Uh-huh.
Peanut
Oh,
butter
gross,
sometimes.
Leanne. I just spit my coffee
Prefer
out.
honey. I was just getting ready to say,
Ugh.
Cindy Brown and I are, yeah, we're on the same page. Honey
Dale,
or
I was just gonna say I do butter.
Caro syrup.
I do
The
butter.
thing-
Wait.
I like Caro
I'm
syrup.
with Dale. I do butter and then peanut butter, and then I actually put syrup on it too. I'm a weirdo. I love all toppings.
The
I make-
Caro syrup though is my great grandma used to get that because she would not she refused to buy real syrup, so we would get that clear Caro syrup, in the cylinder.
Well, you know what
style.
Caro syrup is, don't you?
Yes, I do, but it's just funny because I haven't heard of anyone say it in a very long time, and you can't hardly find it anymore. So it's
We
just
have it
funny
all
that-
the time, and it goes in a lot of our baking stuff. I just
Yeah.
don't
Well,
sit
I'm
there and
talking
call
like
it
in
zero
the-
syrup.
Yeah, but
High
it's just-
fructose corn syrup's all it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, see, and I don't do the Caro syrup. I'll do
Yep.
regular maple syrup on top, but I do butter, peanut butter, and then maple syrup. I
Real
want all the
butter.
toppings. Real butter.
I'm a
I've done
farm
it that
kid.
way.
It
I've
was
done it
corn
that way.
syrup. It was made from corn. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
All right,
Made
you guys,
from
I've got to
corn.
turn in. I have about 1,000 things to do tomorrow. I'm telling you.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
We
I know
only
It's early for me. I know.
we only have 30 more minutes, and then we're gonna be done.
I know I've got to skedaddle. But you guys are amazing. I love you all. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you.
today. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Welcome,
Thanks for
welcome
coming up.
back, Chris.
Thank you. I'm
Welcome back.
so
Welcome
happy.
back.
Remember you
welcome
guys in
back.
the chat.
Please.
Yeah,
Bye, you guys. I'll see you later.
I'll
See you later.
I'll
Thanks,
just
Chris.
make them. Bye.
So,
Keep
next
going.
question: lasagna.
Oh yeah.
What kind of lasagna do you like?
Yeah, I'm not a lasagna person.
Now you're talking my language. Meat, cheese, meat and cheese, meat and cheese, some noodles. That's it.
I was like, isn't there noodles in lasagna too somewhere?
The cottage cheese.
Okay, question. Did you grow up with cottage cheese or ricotta cheese?
Cottage cheese.
So did I.
Cottage cheese, because I can't stand the taste of ricotta cheese. I don't
So-
like it at all.
My kids think I'm disgusting because when we go to the market, I will buy a tub of cottage cheese, come home, put some in a bowl, and put salt and pepper on it, and I can sit there and eat it. I love it.
Time out. Time out. We got to go back up here in comments.
Yep.
What did I miss?
I want
Peter
to know.
North
I want to
comment.
know what Leanne.
Peter North. Cindy, don't trust the guy that needs divider plate for happiness.
Oh, there you go. I'm trying to figure out what Leanne put in it and then retracted. Ashmail. I'm not sure what that is.
Who mixes? Brenda has asked that now a couple times. Who mixes grape jelly in their fried eggs? That isn't even
Not me.
right.
So I don't have any clue. I don't have any clue. I don't know if
Not
that's
me.
I don't know if that's a real thing, Brenda.
The
I
closest
just-
I ever got to that was I used to at one point when I was younger and a kid, I would take my eggs, my fried eggs with my French toast and my sausage and put syrup over the top. But I've never done jam mixed in my eggs like that.
No. I don't
Or
think
jelly
that
or
I don't
whatever.
think that grape jelly would go good with my sunny side up or over easy eggs.
Ew. No, I wouldn't think so.
I mean, the best thing ever is a sunny side or an over easy
Oh,
bacon and dip it
That's-
in the
with
yolk.
Tabasco.
Yes. No Tabasco.
Oh, you have to have that Tabasco on there.
I don't want hot
No
things in
Tabasco.
the morning.
Yeah. No.
I do. I love it. I love hot food.
And actually, Leanne, I use bechamel for my base for my homemade macaroni and cheese sauce.
So
I'm glad you didn't say well, because that would have been a long, deep subject.
no, I started reading. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody's comment.
Okay.
We've been on for 2 hours, guys.
I haven't been on for 2 hours.
Who put sugar in their beans? Brenda, is that
That's
a
gross.
thing? Are you just making stuff up just to get reactions?
Jan, I'm going through my blackberry jam that I made, so when it's done, then we're going to the strawberry jam. So I still will let you know. Jan
So-
sent me some strawberry jam, and it looks so good. I can't wait to get into it.
Is it
So-
what she made for Jam It Up June? Because it looked good when she was making it.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Okay, Brenda, hang on a second. Now, I have seen someone do that to black-eyed peas, put sugar in black-eyed peas. So I don't know if
Ew.
you would classify that, but I have seen
I
somebody
wouldn't.
do that. So
Oh, it must be a southern thing because Andel says sugar and lima beans is yummy.
Oh, I can't even think about putting sugar in beans. That just doesn't sound right to me.
what the?
Oh, by the way, Poopy Head, Josh says that you can't see his comments.
I can see this one. This is the last one I've seen.
The new channel. Oh,
Can
So-
y'all send me
so
a
you
link
guys-
to the new channel?
did you guys talk about the new channel and the email and all that tonight?
Very briefly, but now that there's 18
Oh.
people in here, it'd be a good time, Tony, if you want to.
Go for it. Hit it off, bud.
So, we did start Last Chance Cook Off as its own channel and its own email. Brenda, you're still in here. Can you drop that link for the YouTube channel for the Last Chance Cook Off, please? And the email is just Last Chance Cook Off.
I'll type that
at
one in.
Yeah, and
Go
at
ahead,
gmail.com. And that is going to be so you can go ahead and email that and we will still get it. But you can, for right now, for the rest of this collaboration, you can email Dale, Tony, and myself. And even for next year, you can still email us directly and we'll still get it. But we're moving it all to Last Chance Cook-Off's actual page now, channel. And the reason why we're doing that is to centralize everything and make it more user-friendly for next year's collaboration, because there's a lot of jumping around from channel to channel, and we're trying to bring it together because we don't want to make it difficult for people to be able to go to the giveaways or go check this thing out or check this out. And we're hoping we can get to 100 subscribers on it and it's not one of ours. All of us. It's a combined group deal. So it's not just helping me. It's not just helping Dell or Tony. It's its own channel now.
It's its own
So,
entity.
Yeah, entity.
So,
Um,
and
Hi,
one of the
Double
reasons,
Dog, and there I am with Josh when it comes to sugar. When I make baked beans, I do
Yes,
put brown sugar in.
that's
brown
different.
sugar, yeah.
Yeah. Brown
So-
sugar and molasses.
Brown sugar has
Anyways.
molasses in it.
No, I know it has molasses, but you get more of a strong. Don't even start with me because I make my own brown sugar flip flop.
I put wash your sister sauce in it.
Oh, W sauce.
I like brown sugar with a very particular barbecue sauce in it, which is Head Country barbecue sauce.
Minus the vinegar.
No, you don't get to talk about my barbecue sauce. Ain't that? And Dale, you get him. You get Tony. He doesn't like the vinegar barbecue sauce.
I did not say that.
That's
I
what
thought
I
that's
heard.
what you said.
That's what I
thought
heard.
You also, you need to back off. You need to go take a Midol and calm yourself down. That's what you need to do.
But anyway, so that's what we're doing with the Last Chance Cook-Off. So everybody will be able to go to the Last Chance Cook-Off YouTube channel and make it easier to follow everything that's going on. And you can just do that in the YouTube page or the Facebook page, and it's just kind of centralizing everything. That's what all.
Well,
and if
and
you
the
do
other
want to
thing-
be in, if you do want to be in the collaboration 2023, we kind of need to know because we have attentively come up with a number of channels that we're going to do for next year. So if you do want to do the Last Chance Cook-Off next year, you can either email lastchancecookoff@gmail.com and put 2023 in the subject line, and then put your channel name and obviously details, some details about your channel, and then or you can still message Tony at Kettle Kitchen. Tony, what's your email? I don't remember off the top of my head.
KettleKitchenWithTony@gmail.com.
Yeah, and put 2023 Last Chance Cook-Off in it. That way we can try it. Because we have a ton of interest in it for next year already. So, and it's been a really great deal in the collaboration has. There's tons of people and tons of different. I get emails every other day. It seems like asking questions and stuff, and people just getting to know one another, and it's been a pretty neat deal. And I'm really grateful for everybody that's helping with it.
I want to throw in three
Josh,
things real
if
quick.
you want to be part of it, we would love for you to take part in it again.
Yes, one of the things I was going to say, don't ask us if we want you in it. You need to tell us you want to be in it. That's what we're looking for. That way we can keep track of it. And basically, what Mitchell is saying, we have a cap this year. We've already decided that. So if you want in it, you need to do it for next year. Okay. Second thing is, yes, I have heard of Pecorino and it is very good cheese. And third thing is, sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there. Oh, why? Dark Lord Menet said it's not coming up. It's a blank page. Well, it's going to have a blank page because there is no videos on it right now.
Yeah, it will. So if you go to it, there is the featured channels are on there, and it's only been created for like 5.5 hours, 6 hours at
Yes.
best. Well, I guess maybe a little bit longer now because it's almost midnight, but it has not been. So tomorrow I am going to try to get a video up on just for that channel. Just kind of roughly talking about what we do or we're doing. So
I think also the other thing I'll do too, remember we talked about putting a sponsors video out there. I haven't done that yet. I think now would be a good time to post it onto there. I think that's what I'll do.
Yeah, because all of us do
Okay.
have access. Well, us three right now do have access to the channel and the email. Do you did get the email, Dale, right? So
I got
all
the
of us,
email, but we could talk about it later.
yeah, it's not a big. We all three have access to it, so it's not one person taking care of it. All three of us will be taking care of it.
Okay, and that's the other thing I want to throw out there. Yes, Brenda, it does work. I just tried it. So Brenda's link is working. Um here's the thing about it, and here's the honesty of it. I don't really want to go into a lot of in-depth about it, but the reality is that Last Chance Cook-Off is to benefit everybody involved. It's not there to benefit me, Mitchell, or Dale, or any of the four co-hosts. Okay, it is out there so it benefits everybody. We're trying to make the whole point is that we are not obtaining subs from this. We're not obtaining watch hours other than what we do in our own videos. It was never about that. It was never intended to be that. This centralizes it so it's not the three of us or the other four that are getting the views because that's where the playlist is, or the community, the visits because you're going to the community pages or whatever it is. This centralizes everything to one location, as well as the Facebook group page. Those will be the two places that this information will be posted at. That it just makes it easy and streamlined that way.
Yeah.
And yes,
Well,
Cindy Brown is correct. It's about the community building. That's the point of what we're trying to do.
yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
and of course, anybody in the chat knows when you're hosting something like this, you're bound to get some new subscribers. But that was not what we were looking for when we were doing this. We were looking to bring the barbecue channels, there's some fishing channels, and just everybody, just bring them together. So you don't always get to interact with the people that I'm subscribed to, or Dale subscribed to, or Tony,
Right.
or
Right.
whoever else. And the only way to do that is to get them, you put them in front of you, and the only way we can put them in front of you is doing a collaboration like this. Like, there's still 3 channels that I'm subscribed to that I think Dale and Tony are now, and they're really good channels, but they're smaller, but until you see them, you won't know, you don't know about them.
Yeah.
Cindy, I am going to be working on that. Mitchell actually had it set up, but for some reason it's not working. So tomorrow I'll be working on adding the playlist over to that.
Yeah.
And
Because-
Leanne, yes, you did do a great job of explaining the collaboration in your video. I thought.
Awesome
Mhm.
job. Yeah.
Um,
Most of the people in here did a really good job in the collaboration, promoting it, putting it out there, things like that. It helps when you do that because then the tie to that collaboration makes it the same for everybody else. That's all I'm going to say on that. And then I'm posting now the group, the Facebook group page there.
Yeah. So, and that's another thing that as the collaborators, sorry, I started to hiccup, and I kind of burped all at the same time. It hurt. But as the collaborators, that's another good tool that you guys can use to find a lot of information. Like today, Roberts and Bellyacre's video, they were having technical difficulties on getting the video, and they actually commented on the Facebook page, so
to keep
everybody
everyone
knew.
aware of what was going on.
So that's a
And-
really good tool to use.
And I was having the same problem loading my video today that they were having.
Thanks,
I don't
Brenda.
know if it's right here in our area, what was going on, but good ideas.
Yeah, I mean,
Take it into consideration.
Yeah, we just, like I said, we just created it. Dell and Tony and I had been talking about it for a while, and we figured if we got it out there about the middle of the month, where we could start talking about it so people could see it before the end of the collaboration, that maybe we could get more people to notice it, and that's what we were talking about. But let's talk about more food.
Well,
Go ahead, Tony. What were you?
well,
gonna
hold
say?
on a second. I want to throw this out there. I just want it for understanding. When we asked, and some of you who are not channels that were not involved in it, you may not know this, but we specifically put out there a request to have your videos done 2 weeks prior. That was what the intention behind that was, is so if you're having internet problems or a family emergency comes up, or you have to retake your video because it didn't edit correctly, you have more than enough time to get it done, get it loaded. And typically at that point, it's just a matter of pushing a button. You've already scheduled it out. You don't have to do anything. It's done. That's the importance about getting it done early, getting it put in there and schedule it out for your date so that you don't have to worry about whatever happens in life.
Well, and to add to
So,
that,
sorry.
most people that were in the collaboration, we didn't start talking about it for about a month before it came out.
Mhm.
Is that about? And most people knew before 2 months before that they were going to be a part of it, and there's slowly started being some word about it in chats and stuff, which was bound to happen. We know that, but
Mhm.
that's why we let people know almost 2 months ahead of time that that we were going to be doing it. And I'm not picking on anybody because we all understand family happens, life happens, and things
Excuse
do
me.
get in the way. Because there's been several times where I had to have a video up and I didn't have it up in time, and it's because life gets in the way. We got to work, got kids
Life
to worry
and
about.
family comes before YouTube. I don't care who you are.
Absolutely. And we all
Yep.
understand that. The only thing we ask is if you know that you don't have it up, let us know so we can, because I have a video prepared. Tony and Dale, I think, all have a video prepared. So if someone can't make it, we can throw one of our videos up. So everybody's still
And
getting
just since you're on that, I want to throw it out there. We have Hardknack Farms. They have one ready. Berkshire Farms has one ready. Not for Nothing Homestead, Blue Self Reliance, Tiffany at Mud and Mascara, and then you of course mentioned the three of us. All of us have videos ready. Like with Robertson's issue today, what would have been nice if we could have moved them some other location, but then we didn't want that to happen because it was today's their day. So we
Yeah.
literally, all three of us will admit to this, waited and waited and waited, and Dale was even calling us, should I drop one or shouldn't I? And we were like, let's just wait a little longer, and it panned out. Now, there
Yeah.
are days that we've had this, it didn't pan out. We had 2 channels in one day that just didn't show up. I mean, so it does happen. But to know it ahead of time, like Mitchell said, if you give us the heads up, I'm having a struggle, maybe you might want to do something, then we
Yeah.
at least
And-
can deal with it. So,
And they did let us know that.
Yeah.
and they
And
did. I
we-
did. Yeah. Yes.
And we're not saying like 2 days notice. If you just let us know that the day before, or even that day before they're supposed to drop, I have one. All I got to do is go private to public. I mean, it just takes that quick. That's all
Hi,
it
Tom.
takes.
Thanks
Hey,
for
Tom.
being here.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
And
I do want to
Timothy
throw out a
Brown,
shout out to
yes,
that guy.
I know that.
Sorry.
I knew that pertinent information, Cindy, and I've explained that to the others.
And we're
then-
fine. It really isn't an issue
Yeah.
with Robertson. It worked out, everything great. And I'm telling you, in
And
the
they
long
put it-
run, the wait was worth its while.
It was
a good
worth
video.
it when that
So,
video come out.
yes.
And not only that,
Yes.
they put it on the Facebook page. They let everybody know that, hey, I'm having problems, and we were completely fine with it.
Yes, Josh, I know you're one of those too that has some extra videos.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
actually, that's partially my fault as well. I haven't mentioned Josh, and I've not tried to not mention Josh. I had it written down on something else that I'm not using anymore, and so now I need to. Well, you both know it as well, so we do appreciate it. It's just you get so overwhelmed with the information that, unfortunately, in my overly organized world, I became unorganized at one point. So there's
Well,
the truth of the matter. So
Rhonda Towery made the comment about printable links. We actually
Yes.
had a meeting today, and that was one of the things that we are going to ask for next year is printable links.
Yep.
Because
And
a lot of people want it.
yeah, and so last week I was terribly busy because I was
Thanks,
going
Josh.
from day shift to night shift. So it was tough for these guys to even get a hold of me, just because I was going from days to nights. I was managed to talk to Tony a little bit more because he's behind quite a bit, so I could get into work and do some things, and then I could hit Tony up, and then he just relayed the message back and forth to Dale. And it's just like we said, life happens.
Leanne,
So-
you have no idea. Actually, I got a comment on this one. This one specifically. She said she's rubbing off on us guys. You have no idea. The I can't English today comment came up so many times that we talked about it over and over. That is so funny.
So more. I got questions for you guys.
Yes.
Ice cream. What kind of ice cream do you like?
Go ahead, Dale.
Cookies and cream,
Mm.
and then chocolate chip cookie dough. X-nay all that. Most tracks.
Okay.
Tony.
Well, I have two. One is pistachio, and the other one is probably, I want to say, chocolate chip mint. That's been one I've liked since I was a kid. And it's
Oh
probably
yeah.
one, and my son likes it, so we eat ice cream together all the time because of that. So I love pistachio ice cream. It tastes so good, but I like pistachio. So
Bluebell vanilla bean.
Pretty good.
yeah,
Good
that is a
standby.
good one. Yep.
So interesting fun fact. What do you guys know where the vanilla bean or the vanilla extract used to come from? It doesn't come from there anymore.
The water treatment plant out of St. Petersburg, Russia.
No.
Hold on, everyone. Captain of useless information is about to spread it on you.
I will let you guys look it up. Where
Fist bump. Fist bump.
I will let you guys look up where the vanilla extract used to come from.
Oh, really? You're gonna make me do that now?
It's not nuts. It's anus, but
It's gonna tell me a bean, you idiot.
no, it's not. But anyway, that's just a fun fact. I like strawberry.
Cindy Brown says beaver
Well,
anal.
you didn't
gland.
give a fun fact.
No, it's beaver.
What?
It's beaver anal gland. But here's my question: how the hell
Who
did
found
they
out
figure
that?
that out?
I'm disagreeing with you.
It's on the interwebs, Tony. It's not where it comes from now.
And you believe everything that you find on the interwebs?
It's not where it comes from now, but it's where it used to come from. They quit doing it because it ended up being more expensive. Oh, I've looked it up. I love vanilla.
Okay, I'm still disagreeing with you, but go ahead.
Okay, you can disagree all you want.
I'm going to.
So
Tasha says it sure in the heck wasn't me.
Anyway, so next question.
Well, you know how to stymie a conversation, don't you?
from Net Geo, Dark Lord.
Sorry.
Pies: apple pie, pecan pie, or cherry pie. And I did say pecan, not pecan.
Stop. Really? Sorry. What was that you said?
Apple pie, pecan pie, or cherry pie.
All three.
No, you only get to pick one. One.
I did all three.
No, one.
Oh, you're so
Cherry
lucky it's not a
pie,
little later.
only
I'd say something.
homemade apple. Dale. Pecan.
Apple warm with a scoop of vanilla ice cream.
And a
So-
slice of cheddar cheese.
Apple pie with pie crust on the top of it, or the like the little crumbles on top.
Ooh, that's not a pie.
I know, but it sure tastes good.
No,
It's a cobbler.
With the crust, with a sugar glaze. Cindy Brown, yes.
I'm
You
going
are
with
sister
Cindy
to
Brown.
another
That's mine because I make it. I make caramel apple pie, so that's what I do.
Brenda.
Pumpkin
Can't let it
chocolate lemon.
touch.
My brain was thinking, what is that? Dolce? How do they? I can't even think of how they say it now. Never mind. Forget it. I don't want to have that conversation. Never mind.
Rebecca said she'd have to eliminate it because she's allergic to cherries.
Oh, okay. I see.
Cindy Brown, Dolce
de leche. Thank you.
So I am.
But I'm still
an
not going
apple
to have the
pie.
conversation.
You're an apple pie guy?
Apple pie all the way, 100%. Like I will turn down anything for a good slice of heavily cinnamoned apple pie with a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream. Like,
You need to come to my house more often because we make lemon cheesecake, we make apple
oh
cheesecake,
no,
we make berry pies, we make all kinds of pies. It's hard for me to pick one pie. I mean,
Oh no, that's
literally,
how it
we
was.
make tons of different pies.
That's how it was when I was a kid. Like you go to any family deal, like it was pie galore. But I was a pumpkin pie kid for a while, and then someone convinced me I needed to try the apple pie. Once I tried that apple pie, well, let me tell you what.
Okay, time out. Pumpkin pie, calf slobbers on top of it, or no calf slobbers?
No, just straight pumpkin pie.
You had me, and then you lost.
What?
Talking about whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
What the holy hell is cat slobbers?
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Sydney.
They call whipped cream cat slobbers on pie.
Calf.
Okay, I'm not getting how you call it a cat slobber. Calf slobber. Got it.
You've never bottle fed a baby calf. They froth all up, and it looks just like the whipped cream that they put on top of a pie. Looks exactly the same.
Okay, thank you. I'm much happier about pies with whipped
Yeti
cream
Mountain.
now.
Someone read that. My mouth isn't working here. Yeti Mountain
Cheers,
Cheers,
Trading.
Simply
Simple Jan,
Dan.
Yeti Mountain Trading.
Yeah, I know. I got it out before you guys did. Finally.
I couldn't figure out what the my ain't working. I didn't know what you meant.
He couldn't
My-
English today.
I get it now.
My brain wasn't keeping
you're not
up.
Englishing. I
My
get it.
mouth wasn't keeping up
I
with
got
my
it.
brain. So,
I'm gonna get Nana a shirt for her to wear on Nana 9 Acres that says it's too people-y out there.
right? So, next question. One more question, and then I'm going to have to go. A dessert bread. What kind of dessert bread is your favorite?
A what bread?
Pumpkin pie. I make it myself.
A dessert bread. Like
Pumpkin pie or pumpkin bread. I make
Yeah.
it myself.
like banana nut bread is considered a dessert bread.
Oh, okay.
Cinnamon swirl. The chocolate one, I can't remember, the chocolate swirl something. I can't remember
Chocolate
what it's
marble.
called. Yeah, marble. That's what I was looking for.
I've never been into any of it until Nana made zucchini bread this year herself. And I've tried zucchini breads and didn't like any of them until this recipe, and I love it. Like,
Look at these. I've never heard of Mexican sweetbread, persimmon bread. I've never heard of that.
ooh, that sounds
I don't even
good.
want to CFM's queen. I don't even want to try to pronounce that. Pina colada zucchini bread. Never heard of it. Oh, with Kahlua sauce. Okay, somebody's talking my language now.
So I wanted to say rich because I see CFM, but CFM
Mhm.
queen. Is that the coffee, like the coffee flavored bread? Like it's like a coffee breakfast sweet bread kind of thing. I don't know the best way to put that, but I'm pretty sure I know that's what I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Don't even get me started on coffees because there's some raunchy coffees made out there in the world. So,
How did we just go to coffee?
because he said coffee bread.
It's like a breakfast sweet bread, but it's still a dessert style bread.
Oh, okay.
Cinnamon
Just bring me
buns.
coffee.
There you go. Brenda said she's going to start. Brenda Redbird said she's going to start a collab. It's called Dessert Breads. I'll jump on board with you, Brenda. Go ahead.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, Leanne, if
Why
you're not
not?
out there picking those persimmons in your driveway, then you're missing out.
So Cindy Brown is saying Dequa is how you pronounce that. I'm getting back up to it so I can read it again now because now I forgot what she said exactly. Cafe Dequa.
But the Qua bread, it's like a coffee flavored bread. If I'm not, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I'm out.
Oh
Dude.
no, dude! It's good. If that's what it is.
It's pronounced Cafe Dequa. Dequa.
And
I want to
sometimes
hear
it
you
even
both say it.
has
Dequa. Dequa.
Duqua?
Dequa.
Duqua.
And she said
Whatever.
it isn't a bread, it's more like a pie and it's French.
Yeah. So my grandma used to make this bread. I don't know what kind it was, but it was more like a cake almost, but it was classified as, I would classify it more as a bread, but she would put some sort of glaze over the top of it and like an upside down, like pie bread or like an upside down bread.
That sounds like a pound cake with a glaze.
It's kind of like a pound cake, except it's not as heavy as a pound cake. Like is dense.
Yep.
But it was like it had lemon, zesty lemon in it.
Sounds like my lemon pound cake with glaze.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, I don't know how yours is, but like pound cake. When I hear pound cake, I think of pound cake as being a dense, more of a dense bread.
Not anymore. It depends. It used to be really dense. Yes, you are correct. There are some out there that aren't, but most people do associate it with a dense cake. I'll shut up now. Go ahead.
Oh,
Dark Lord, Dark Lord
oh.
Minute's cracking me up. He's firing back up the shop back.
So
There's
hazelnut
almond
is.
hazelnut. Ooh. Yeah, I could go for that.
So I am a hazelnut fanatic. That for people that do not know, like my coffee that I drink is hazelnut coffee, just black hazelnut coffee. Like I want to go get a cup right now, just thinking about it.
Oh no!
I'm sitting here watching Dark Lord, and all I can picture him is hopping on top of his dry vac, kick-starting it.
It's like a motorcycle. Ring, ring, ring.
Oh yes, fruitcake with brandy. That would be
So-
cool.
I've never been a fruitcake person. I've never really. There's another one of those cakes, that rhubarb cake. Now I tell you what, I will not eat another piece of rhubarb cake to save my life. I will lay here and wither away. Is all I'm going to say about rhubarb cake. Isn't it rhubarb? Yeah, it's rhubarb cake.
I
will mute you if you back that. Oh, I'm just kidding, Tony.
I was like, what? What did I do wrong? I was gonna say, I know Leanne makes and I can't remember the name of it. I think it's a rhubarb or
Yeah,
a rhubarb strawberry something cake. I can't remember what it is.
Strawberry
Yeah.
rhubarb.
But
cake.
that's
strawberry. But it
Is
might
it?
work with strawberry. But the rhubarb cake
Well, it
that I
probably
had,
would. Yeah.
the rhubarb cake that I had.
Devil Dog's here, but he can't hear. I'm not quite sure why.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Turn it off of mute, Devil Dog.
You have your speakers unplugged.
Plug back in your
CFM's
headset.
Queen, that cake she's talking about, what she's explaining, it reminds me of the tiramisu cake.
Oh yeah.
Different flavors, but it reminds me of that.
I never had rhubarb cake. Don't.
I don't know anything about
I'm
it,
just
so I
kidding.
can't even.
If people make a good rhubarb cake, I'm sure that it's probably really good. The one that I had, it scarred me for life for rhubarb cake, and I will not eat it
Sounds
again.
like it. Wow. The only thing I do two things with rhubarb. I've made, Dale, don't chastise me, please. I've made a
Bye,
barbecue
Cindy.
sauce.
Bye, Cindy Brown. Thanks for
Bye,
coming
Cindy.
in.
Thank you. I've done a barbecue sauce with rhubarb, but I didn't like it. That's the only time I've done that. So I will never do that again. And then I make strawberry rhubarb jam. But I don't. And then strawberry rhubarb pie, I guess I've made before too. I don't like rhubarb though when it's not connected with something. It tastes funky to me. Oh Lord.
So guys, it is 11 minutes past time that I was going to go. I do appreciate everybody for coming in.
What are you talking about? It's
And-
only 10 o'clock.
For you.
For you.
I do appreciate everybody coming in and just talking about the food like we were. I really appreciate it. But I do have to get up early in the morning, so I am going to sign off. You guys have a wonderful night, and thanks for coming in.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.